Ladies, gentlemen, and friends from beyond the binary, welcome to the final Guild Wars 2 sponsored stream. It is time. Hello, welcome. How are we all doing today? Happy Monday. Hopefully we are all well. I can see there are 16 wrapped amounts up for grabs. I don't think I've even entered it myself. I don't know if I can. I don't know if that would be naughty for me to join my own giveaway, but I really wouldn't mind a brand new Raptor skin, I'll be honest. How are we all anyway, ladies, gentlemen, and friends from beyond the binary? Welcome. Raylex and Risque, thank you for your 20 stream streaks, and Hiss, thank you, Hiss. Thanks, buddy. And Make a Stay, wow. All coming in. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Let's scroll up and say hello to Early Gang. Hello there. Crit, welcome. How are you today, sir? Vosif, hello. What a bunch of cool people here. Make that +1 now that you're here, Vosif. Sand, hello. Pi, hello. Hiss, hello. Risque, Vosif again. Luke Guru. Sikaralex, Gotten, Dirthon, Lazy Rico, Barbara Yaga has a greybeard. Hello, greybeard. How are you today, sir? Mr. Gabs, hello. How are you today, sir? Welcome on in. Sand Squared, hello. V6 Sonoma, Winterfall, Dadams, Kayata, Make a Stay, Little Blue Tiefling, Shadowclaw, The Drow. How are you all doing, guys? How are your respective... Thank you. How are your respective... Why are there... There was just a bunch of... Did you guys see that? There were a bunch of horses. Did you see that? Is that me? There was a bunch of, like, horses in the chat. I thought you did that for the... No. What was that? Is that new? I've never seen that before. Oh, God, it's the cursed horse. Horses? What are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. August! Hey, buddy! Oh. Really? No resub message? What's happening here? What is going on? What? No. Is text-to-speech Brian on a holiday? What the hell is that? What is going on? Horses in the chat room. The TTS not working. This isn't me scamming people. This is Stream Elements. I'm going to put the blame on them. I'll read it out in TTS Brian speak. Hold on. I don't know. No.
Testing. That'll do. Okay. I'll use this resub message to say, I finally got myself an air fryer. NDD Gigapog.
It says August_97. Thank you, August, for the 79 months. Dude, air fryer. Aren't they incredible? The thing is, if you dare go online and say that you enjoy your air fryer, someone will come along and be like, well, actually, it's a convection oven, and they've existed for years. Don't give a shit, right? They're incredible. Enjoy your brand new air fryer, August. Enjoy, sir. Ah!
I welcome you to the knighthood.
Oh, Takes-o. I'm guessing Takes. Welcome on in. And Cody Gray! Welcome on in, Cody Gray!
I welcome you
to the knighthood. Welcome on in, the both of you. Thank you very much. Can we get a warm welcome on in for these brand new members of
the knighthood?
Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate that. Allow me to quickly go back and read. Here we go. Lemon, thank you for the 41 months at tier 2.
As a writer, I don't really have much to say today. Gmail. Blame Crit.
Thank you, Lemon. Jaheim! You need to stop making this a regular occurrence, Jaheim. You're far too generous. Thank you, Jaheim, for the very generous 5 gift subs that landed in the laps of...
Devil Gamer 4114, Hulk 93, Senior, Hey Moon, Cephas Boss JT, and...
Hold on.
Enloism.
Welcome on in. Courtesy of Jaheim.
Welcome you to the knighthood.
Leotho Darkness or Letho Darkness?
Welcome on in.
thank you very much for the Prime sub. I appreciate that immensely. How are you? A quick reminder, guys, and I don't think I've pinned it in the chat yet, but do click the link in the thing. Maybe, I know Hiss is here, and Lemon Hiss. Can someone pin the comment from Nightbot? Please and thank you. If you guys could slam that link, but also go to the link in the bottom left-hand corner of the stream, and that is how you will get entered into the wrapped amount giveaway. Please and thank you. Enjoy. Where was I? Dadams says the following.
I'll use this resub message to say, I'm glad August got a new air fryer. Congratulations, August. NDD Bongo.
Thank you, Dadams. Thanks, man. Yeah, air fryers are a game changer, aren't they? I don't use my oven outside of baking and cooking frozen pizza. And I'm not kidding. Even things like roast potatoes in like goose fat go so much better in an air fryer. Because you're really, you're focusing in that heat, and it just leads to a better end product. And it's typically cheaper to run. Like, I can do like some good roast potatoes in the air fryer in like 30 minutes. You're looking at about an hour in the oven, and you got to heat the whole bottom portion. Anyway, I'm not here to sell air fryers to people, but maybe in the future, who knows? Maybe that's my next career path. You never know. Sandwich, hello. Ozetta, hello. V6 Sonoma, hello. Vanwell, hello. Cat Tangent, hello. Cry Twice, welcome on in. Arcanas, welcome on in. How are you? Haven't heard of Guild Wars 2 in actual ages. It's doing really well, in my honest opinion. I think it's in a really good position at the minute. It's continuing to be developed. It most recently had an expansion release, what, like 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago? A month ago? Within the last month, there's been a brand new expansion, which has been... why are Fs being thrown in the chat right now? What am I missing? What is... maybe I haven't updated my OBS, but there are so many things happening in the chat. There's F keys. There was a horse earlier. What is going on? What have Twitch done in my absence? I've not been here for 2 days, and it's all gone to hell. What is... There it is again! Do you guys... Please tell me you guys see this as well. Am I...
Stop right there, criminal scum.
No, that was cruel.
The law on my watch.
That was cruel, Sandwich. There were dinosaurs. I really hope you guys can see it, because if not, I sound like I'm delusional. There's F keys and dinosaurs. What is happening? Andy, it's okay. Let's get you back to bed. I feel like I'm losing the plot. Anyway, happy Monday, everyone. Simon, welcome. Crag, hello there. How are you today? Kevin, welcome on in. Yofel, hello. Ryuka, hello there. Welcome. There they are again. I can see them. What is going... Who is doing that? Now there's horses again? The dinosaurs. Shit. Mega Stay, thank you for the £2.50 for the fart bits. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. NT, hello there. Raylex, hello. It's Newt, hello. Welcome. Hulk, hello. Welcome. Enjoy your gift sub, Hulk. Zen, how are you, Zen? Hopefully you're feeling better. Lovely to see you. Welcome on in. Swept, welcome. How are you today, Swept? Hopefully you are well.
Hello, Andy. Hope you had a great weekend. Missed out on the early gang shenanigans, but I'm here now for the adventure.
I just saw... It's there again. It's like a cat. It's like a little anime cat that's... What is happening, guys? I feel like I'm... There it is again! There's like a little cat that appears. What is happening? Am I being trolled? What's going on? I'm so If you can't tell, I don't watch Twitch. It's my job, but I don't watch it. So I've no idea. You don't see it? No, you're kidding. There's skulls and their heads are exploding. What? They're huge. Coach, how do you not see this? We see nothing? You're kidding. Are you being serious? Are you kidding me? They're there again. Can you really not see them? I feel like I'm having a moment. Canopio, thank you for the 40 months of support. Welcome on in, sir. Thank you very much for being here. It's hard to read chat because there's so many skulls flying all over the place. Takes, thank you very much. What a first stream to tune in for. It's an absolute shit show. Takes, Second Dream goes live in 4 hours and 15 minutes. And if you are a YouTube member, another video goes live in 4 hours and 15 minutes where I debrief and go over the events of the Second Dream. So, yeah, little not so subtle plug for the old YouTube. Duracast, hello there, Bales.
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Play Nod Me. They have given 102 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you very much, Koji Man, for gifting a sub to Plain Odd Me. Plain Odd Me, welcome on in, courtesy of the one and only, the Super, the Koji, the Man. Thank you, Super Koji Man. Thank you very much, buddy. Raylex, hello again. Bales, how was your museum trip on Friday? Hopefully you had a fun time. Devil Gamer, just want to say, I absolutely love your Warframe content, and I'm happy to stick around and hang out. Well, Devil Gamer, get yourself in it. I am very excited for you guys to see the events of my Second Dream playthrough, part, adventure, quest. You know what I'm trying to say. 2-hour-long video. Got that to look forward to. The people who have seen it, thanks to the powers of YouTube memberships, have said it's their favorite episode yet. So, not to overhype anyone, but apparently it's pretty good. So, yeah. Enjoy that, gang, when that comes out later today. And of course, we do then have another video coming out tomorrow, but early access for the folks over in the YouTube membership, where I go into theories and stuff. So yeah. Belatedly again, Takes and Cody Gray, thank you for the subs, guys. Welcome on in. Do you celebrate Thanksgiving and have a holiday this week? I do not, Oknot. We do not have Thanksgiving over here. But I do use the American Thanksgiving as an opportunity to have a really indulgent roast dinner. And not to be too cringe with it, but I because I've got so many friends now who are based in America and like they themselves celebrate Thanksgiving. I kind of celebrate my own sort of Thanksgiving in my own life. Like, it gives me time to be thankful for what I have and who I have in my life, if that makes any sense. So it's not exactly the same as your celebration stateside, but I sort of have my own mini celebration where I'm thankful for, you know, my job, all of you who are here, my family, my friends, and, you know, it's, yeah. But it's not like a proper Thanksgiving. Vosif, welcome. That is true. That is very true. Dadams, hello again. Mr. Gabs, hello. Winterfall, Little Blue Tiefling, Jahim, Kaseni Girl, hello Kaseni, how are you? Welcome on in. I have to be completely honest, I have no clue what subs do. I cannot tell you how excited I am for the Second Dream. Look forward to it, man. It's good. It's really good. I switched to Twitch. If anyone is watching on YouTube, I will be able to communicate with you in a bit. When I'm caught up with the early gang chat, I can then have the YouTube chat open as well. But right now, it's impossible for me to do. So, Playing Odd Me, welcome on in. Thank you for joining us over from presumably YouTube. I've absolutely never watched anything on Guild Wars, but it looks cool. Devil Gamer, it is an incredibly fun game. But I would try and sell you on it, but I've been selling people on it for the past 2 streams, and we're not playing it that long today. The plan today, for those that haven't been in the Discord, is we'll be playing until the giveaway is complete, which is 1 hour and 20 minutes from now. When the giveaway completes, the plan is we are going to go and play a community party game by the name of King of the Castle. And it's this interactive, streaming community experience where you guys essentially can topple me from my throne. It's good fun. It's good fun, and we haven't played it in nearly a year, so it'd be fun to dive back into that. So, was it Letho Darkness or Leah though Darkness? You let me know, Leith or Leah. Megas Media, hello. Artisian, welcome. Pooba, hello. Andy chasing Airfryer sponsorship money now? It's never too late. It's never too late. Simplest, welcome. I have a convection oven. Still recommend an air fryer. I don't think a day goes by where I don't use it in some shape or form. I see something. It's a new bit thing. Okay, Crit, thank you for, revealing this. Some nonsense about combos you can turn off under the monetization. I don't mind it if I can, like, disable... If I can disable certain ones, maybe. I see nothing. Donation alerts still work. I turned off the extra animations. Is that possible? Okay. Well, I'm glad we figured it out. I don't know if I'm crazy or you are. I can definitely see them, August. Wolfie Wolf Pie, hello there. Welcome. Tenno, get in the Warframe. Love your content and personality. Dude, keep doing what you're doing. Thank you. Tenno, get in the Warframe. I will try my best. I will try my absolute best. I'm really, really excited for you guys to see what's coming. I am having an absolute blast. And the episode I recorded earlier today, which goes into my theories, I feel like I've got some fun ones in there. Some really fun ideas and theories for the future. And we'll have to wait and see if they come to pass. So, Andy, do you shift your release of your Warframe journey to 1 day prior for members? So if you're a member, you get the next episode at the time the previous episode releases. So my Monday episode releases today, but YouTube members have accessed that or been able to access that for 24 hours beforehand. That's the idea. And it's not meant to be some sort of FOMO tactic to get everyone to go and subscribe. It's meant to be a way to reward people who want to support me, right? Because I've had a slew of emails saying, hey, would you like to promote this? Would you like to promote that? We'll give you this, we'll give you that. All of them so far have been gambling websites, crypto, mobile gaming, and I'd rather not taint my playthrough with any of that shit. So in order to try and, make something out of the playthrough, I thought it'd be nice to open up YouTube memberships for people to directly support me so I can continue to create those Warframe videos and maybe, do other stuff in the future. So that's why it exists. It's not meant to be some weird FOMO tactic to get people to go and subscribe. It's just a nice little perk of, wanting to support me is all. So yeah. Zamas Cut. I think you'll enjoy it. I think you will enjoy it. It's some sheer combo nonsense. Yeah, gotcha, Ike. Gotcha. I'll look into that after stream today. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. Is Thursday off this week? I think we'll be doing Wednesday again. We'll be... Oh, no! Yeah, because Thursday is Thanksgiving. Shit, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we'll shift the YouTube day to Thursday in that case. Thank you for reminding me, because I didn't realize that it was so soon. Jumping Spirit, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I played an hour of the game and got confused. What, Guild Wars 2, Newts? Avaroom, welcome. Canopio, hello. How are you today? Hopefully you're well. Me and my friends do a Friendsgiving where we make funny presentations and do a potluck kind of thing. That sounds great, Wolfie. That sounds really fun. How expensive are the Guild Wars 2 expansions? Relatively pretty cheap. So, when I got back into Guild Wars 2 recently, I did so when they were on sale. And they go on sale every 3 or 4 months, I want to say. And you can then, when they're on sale, buy 3 major expansions and 4 minor expansions for about £40. And it's once you've bought it, you can play it. There's no subscription fee. You don't have to worry about losing a sub to play. It's, you own it, you can play it. So, will Andy survive being king? No, sadly he won't. Ike, just because you said that, I'm going to spite you, and I'm going to prove that I am indomitable. I mind how AI generated some of the animations look. Oh, on the Twitch thing? I'm curious about that too, Xavier, because I don't know if you can dig into that, if you fancy it. Andy's reaction to the next Warframe video is pure chef's kiss. I'm glad folks enjoyed it. Really glad folks enjoyed it. Guild Wars is confusing. I can try and show some bits off now, if that helps. Empty Glitch, hello. Finny Graphics, hello. Chaos, hello. Welcome. How are you? Hopefully you're well. Good luck with that. Get the guillotine, folks. No one survives being king or queen, for that matter. Until today, I'm going to prove you all wrong. I'm caught up on chat in record time, 24 minutes. Hopefully we're all well. I'm going to try and open up the YouTube chat. Let's see if I'm missing anyone over in YouTube. Empty Glitch, hello. Astrum Deus, hello. Welcome. Dave the Mantis, thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. Sabinator. Rose Badwolf, hello. I also am a fan of Doctor Who. How are you, Rose Badwolf? Hopefully you're well. Shadow Wolf Gaming, welcome. How are you, Shadow Wolf Gaming? And anyone else I'm missing in the YouTube chat. Hopefully you're all well over there in the YouTube I suppose. I should also mention, if you are a YouTube member, if you link your YouTube account with your Discord account, you will be able to get a YouTube member role in the Discord that gives you a flashier name. So there you go, if you fancy that. Fritzy, hello there. Augustus, I love that you've got a different name over there, August. Welcome, and poof, hello there. Enjoy farming your first legendary. As you can see, if I actually move my character a smidge, I am rocking my first proper legendary, Eternity. I say first proper legendary. It's essentially two that I've smashed into being one. There we go. I wondered where it was. That's better. Good afternoon, Draz. How are you? And how goes Ark Raiders, sir? Hopefully you're doing well over in the Ark lands. Pit, hello. How are you today, Pit? Welcome. Warframe and Guild Wars 2 are my most played games. It just goes to show that free-to-play is where it's at right now. Like, there are some fantastic free-to-play titles. And I will never not wax lyrical about how great Path of Exile is. Like, Path of Exile to me is the preeminent, the top, the best ARPG on the market, and it is not even close. Like, there is a gulf between Path of Exile and everything else, in my humble opinion. So, yeah. I will never stop singing the praises of grinding gear games. Hey!
To the night.
Shadow Wolf! Welcome on in! Thank you very much for the Prime sub. Welcome on in, Shadow Wolf. Hello there, Sign. Hello there, Judge. Welcome. I'm playing Ghost of Yote, and I haven't burned any cows yet. Any plan on doing Yote? Canopio, I would love to do Ghost of Yote. It's a matter of there's so much else I'd like to do as well. Like, so at the minute, the plan is the rest of this week is going to be, well, tomorrow will be Alan Wake American Nightmare. Wednesday might also be Alan Wake American Nightmare, because Gotten says I can't play that fast. If I'm not here on Thursday, because I'll be taking a YouTube day and it makes sense to align it with Thanksgiving, I don't know what the plan will be for Friday. Something? I'll have to figure that out. And then next month, we're doing our yearly Pokemon Nuzlocke. And for those of you who are new here, here is the Nuzlocke. Oh, okay, well, let's not... Don't pay attention to this. I don't know why that's still there. Pretend you didn't see that. Pretend you didn't see that. No, we're doing a yearly Nuzlocke, and as you can see at the bottom of the screen, the way we operate it is, when we catch a Pokemon, chat names the Pokemon, and then we have a dedicated channel in the Discord where people can post fan art of said Pokemon. So yeah, if you're interested, that's happening soon. We do also have... Where is it? Is it this one? Enemy felled. God. I'm trying to see what else we've got in here. If there's any other pictures that I can discover, because I've got them all saved. No, but yeah, as you can see, everyone has their own little fan artwork that then rotates at the bottom of the screen. So, yeah, that's coming soon. Get involved and feel free to participate with the fan art and stuff. It's good times. It is good times. Still have the graveyard? I think the graveyard was what you could see on the screen. So unless it's... Is it this? Okay, there's the dead Pokemon. Oh. Wait, it's... Okay, I was going to say. It's just it wasn't rotating. So there you go. There are all of the dead Pokemon. That is a very scary Mr. Mime. A very scary Mr. Mime. Anyway, we've got that to look forward to in December. And then January will be, and mods prepared to bop gotten here.
Wow, 31 years already? How time flies. Coincidentally, 31 years ago was 1994, which is the year one of my favorite Final Fantasy games was released, Final Fantasy VI, or 3, yeah, for the longest time. Also, it is close enough to how many hours of indie Warframe content is available in the playlist. Wow, what a pro Warframer. What a pro Warframer. Thank you very much, San, for the 31 months at tier 3. Thank you very much, buddy.
You to the night.
And Fritzy, welcome on in. How are you, Fritzy? Rules on gifts in Warframe, Guild Wars? Fritzy, what are we talking about? Thank you, by the way, Fritzy, for the Prime sub once again. Fire Lord Rasa. Hello there, Tenno. Wasn't expecting to see you play Guild Wars 2. Apart from being LR5 in Warframe, I'm also a World vs. World player. 3 nights a week for the past 8 years. Rasa, hell yeah. I quite enjoy World vs. World. I am by no means anywhere near your level of commitment, but if I show you, I've clicked on all the wrong buttons. If I show you my World vs. World rank at the minute, I've clicked on the wrong one again. There we go. My World vs. World rank at the minute is... Why do I not see it in there? There you go. Rank 127. I'm a legend in World vs. World, apparently. And I've only been playing for the past 3 months. So I don't feel like that's too bad. I don't feel like that's awful. So yeah. I'm having a thoroughly good time with the game. Thoroughly good time with the game. Tasney, hello. Hi, are there any plans to continue the Guild Wars 2 story? Yes, Tasney, do not worry. Guild Wars 2 will continue. The reasoning for there not being a video on Sunday is... I'm working on trying to produce a video which essentially sings the praises of Guild Wars 2. And I want to frame it through the lens of you don't have to quit your favorite MMO to play Guild Wars. I feel like there's a lot of tribalism in the MMO scene, and it's quit playing FF14, come play Guild Wars 2. Quit playing WoW, come play FF14. Whereas I feel like Guild Wars 2 really works in harmony, I suppose, with other MMO experiences because of the horizontal progression that the game has. Like, you never feel penalized for going and playing another game when a brand new patch drops. And I kind of want to, sell the game on that virtue, that merit, that it can be enjoyed by everyone, regardless of which MMO you play or come from. So, and the reason I need to do that is we're in a really fortunate situation at the minute where, because of the Warframe videos blowing up, it means that the time and effort I put into a Guild Wars 2 video feels like a poor use of my time at the moment, because for 3 Warframe videos I pour that amount of effort into one Guild Wars 2 video, because my Guild Wars 2 videos are like 4 or 5 hours long. But the kickback from spending all of that time invested in a Guild Wars 2 video, it pales compared to what obviously is happening with Warframe at the minute. So I'm trying my best to sort of capitalize, strike while the iron is hot and continue putting out new Warframe videos for the people who are enjoying them. And I'm trying to find a way to, I suppose, grow the Guild Wars 2 audience in our community who would want to enjoy watching the Guild Wars 2 playthrough. But yeah, the story isn't going anywhere. I'm not quitting it. Again, I just made Eternity. I'm not going anywhere, guys. I showed the other day, if I do /age, in the past 3 months of playing this game, I have put in over 500 hours. Over 600 hours. It's closer to 550 probably, because I reckon my original character had a few hours on it. But yeah, 621 hours total after playing the game for, again, 3 odd months. So I'm not going anywhere, guys. Don't you worry. I'm very excited to continue the story and where we're going. Unlimited games, but no time to play them. It's Newts. Don't I feel that? Yeah. You have all of the best bits of the story to go. Very excited, Vosif. Don't you worry. Quit playing Warframe. Play Earth Defense Force 5. What about the one about the Furveyor sign? Should I play that instead? I'm glad Guild Wars 2 is supporting you still, Andy. It seems like they've really enjoyed your content. Yeah, I'm pinching myself, to be honest, that they reached out and offered me something. I'm super happy with that. So yeah, this will be the final day though. And the thing is, I can continue to stream this under a hashtag ad, but it would require me to play the game for another 15 hours. And I mean, I could do that, but we've only got 4 streams left this week, today, and then 3 more days. And I'd rather give you guys a bit more of a diverse experience as opposed to just playing this for another week. So, yes. So, upcoming plans. January will be Control. We're going to play Control. I did play it many years ago, but I remember nothing. So it will essentially be a first playthrough of Control. And then when we're done with Control, we're going to continue our Remedyverse adventure, and we're going to dive into Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2. As for what's happening with Zelda, great question, Xaviax. I don't know. I don't know. I've had a lot of pushback from people saying that they got burnt out on the Zelda stuff, so I might give it a bit more of a pause, and we come back to it later in the year. I'm not giving up on it entirely, but yeah, but maybe we'll not do a Zelda-thon, and instead do a little bit of Zelda here and there. Because I get it to an extent as well. I think I burnt myself out on it as well a little bit. Not that bad, though. And I'll mention again for the Warframe folks who are wondering about sponsorships. I've not been reached out to about a sponsorship or anything like that. Nor do I feel like I'm in a position to accept anything like that. Like, I'm still a new player, right? I don't know if I'm the ideal candidate to receive a sponsorship from them. But what I will say is I did receive an email from a senior member of the Warframe development team to tell me that they were watching and thoroughly enjoying my playthrough. So, we've had that. But I'm not going to talk any more about that, but, yeah. So I know that that someone over there is watching, which is really cool. And they, not to pat myself on the back too much, but they were very positive in their email about what's going on. So, very excited about that. The unknown to watch playthroughs, yeah, it was really nice to have the email, because it wasn't like a single line. It wasn't, hey, been watching your videos, keep it up. It's like multiple paragraphs talking about different nuances and like my take on the game, and I was like, wow, this is special. You know, I've been doing this for years, and yeah, I've had some fun playthroughs, some which have had more traction than others. But never have I, you know, been reached out to by a developer who's been so kind with their time and their words towards me, you know. So that was really, really nice. I think we accidentally came across how too harsh on using the 4th power in the first few episodes. Yeah, it's Newts. The thing is, I didn't have a great amount of energy restoration stuff. Like, I wasn't running Equilibrium. So if I ever hit 4... I'd need to be in the middle of a whole pack of enemies, and I'd have no energy left, so I never used it. But I think people were like, does he know it exists? Yes, I promise you I know it exists. Found your amazing lore playthrough of Warframe, been loving it, and then is also delighted that you're also playing one of my favorite MMOs, Guild Wars 2. Wish you a lot of fun playing those too. Thank you, unknown and identified. Welcome on in. And also, I will say, for anyone new who's come in from Warframe that enjoys Guild Wars 2, a subtle plug for my own playthrough of Guild Wars 2. I played through Guild Wars 2 in much the same way as how I'm playing through Warframe. So if you enjoy the note-taking, definitely in your spare time, check out the Guild Wars 2 playthrough. I would appreciate it immensely. And it's impossible to compare the two because it's apples to oranges, right? A fantasy MMORPG versus some sci-fi space opera. But my god, the story and the world building and the lore of Guild Wars 2 is tantalizing. So, yeah. Enjoy. Me, closed beta player. Oh, my sweet summer children, with all of your energy. Echo, I hear it was bad back then. Wait, the 4 for which Warframe? Vault, Kosh. I have now fully upgraded it, though, and I am cooking. So, yeah. I know I would enjoy Guild Wars. I just need to find the energy to get that ball rolling, and I think that's the hardest part of getting into a game as big as these. I did... again, we've got like an hour left of Guild Wars. I know I've not even played it yet. We've been set for 40 minutes. I don't know what I could show off of the game that I haven't already that maybe people would be interested in. Is there any fun world boss coming up soon? Let's have a look. Fire Elemental, Karka Queen... No, nothing there that looks amazing. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. Andy, run Fractals? We could run a couple Fractals, yeah, for like an hour. That's fun. The fact that Andy actually read the book and... yeah. I mean, I can show you guys that, maybe. Just for a sec. Wait, is this Bales? Jura's Nightwalker? That's not Bales. I saw J-U-R, and I was like, wait. Bailey. What's happening here? Not yet, Des. Not yet. So I'm now in Living World Season 2. And then when I'm done with the Living World Season 2, we will be beginning Heart of Thorns, is the plan. I was going to say what we could do... I could show you guys... It's here, isn't it? Why is it not showing up when I zoom in? Aldermouth Vale. There it is, Dermot Priory. Could not find it. Yeah, I really thought it was you. Belatedly, by the way, Bailey, I did not see how you enjoyed the museums. How did it go? Did you have a fun time? I've been absolutely loving you Warframe playthrough, but extra thanks for introducing me to Obsidian. The app has been absolutely fantastic when taking notes in my D&D and Call of Cthulhu games. Horus Abra? Horus Abra? If I'm saying your name right, please let me know. Enjoy. That's all I'm going to say. Enjoy. It is an incredible tool. And I absolutely love it. And it's certainly very helpful for Dungeons & Dragons, whether you are a player or a DM. What I was going to show you guys is one of my favorite parts of Guild Wars 2 is how much story and, I suppose, hidden crumbs there are in the open world for you to discover. Most NPCs you can chat with, and they have like their own unique dialogue, which is in and of itself quite fun, and you can have a good wander around. But something that's especially nice about the Dermot Priory is they have this library in here. And like you can read all of these books, and each of these books will have its own... Oh, why is everything here written in Crichton?
Swirls make my hands ache.
The humans say it's because Crichton is the most universal language.
How can it be universal? It only has one word for hunt.
Yep, spoken like a Norn. Spoken like a Norn. Andy, have you done post-MSQ dungeon runs? It's sort of like heroic dungeons in 14 where things change. I've done a couple, La Luna. They're explorable, aren't they, I believe? Kosh, it's funny you say that, because the other day, my dad installed Guild Wars 2 after having watched these sponsored streams.
Another day.
And he's now in the guild. So
curse you, capitalism.
Curse you, capitalism. Aw, Lilia, thank you very much for the 57 months of support. Can we please, ladies, gentlemen, and friends from beyond the binary, get some love and chat for the one and only Lilia, please. Lilia, it is, as always, a pleasure to see you, and I sincerely hope that you are doing well. All I was going to quickly show... Nope. 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 Why are none of these loading? Hold on. I'm trying to get my notes to appear. Notes. Try that again? Nope. Nope. Ah. Let me do this manually then. Right, so here are my Guild Wars 2 notes, and I'm not going to show you all of them because there'll be spoilers aplenty in here. But what I've been doing when I come to a place like this library is, if we just wander around, we can find, what is this? Discourse on a Tome from 1075 AE. And there's so much lore and information in here for you to discover. Transcribed by scholar B.T. Kett during a panel on the Tome of Rubicon during the annual Dermond Priory Conference on Ancient Texts. What could it mean? Hey! Thank you very much, Empty Glitch, for gifting a sub to Dasso Flakes. I believe you should get 3 months of Discord Nitro, I think, for gifting a sub. Let me know if that comes through. I didn't even know that was a promotion until earlier today. Scholar Eunice Blackloom. I maintain the implausibility of it. The Great Dwarf's prophecies are the blusterings of a bored super being, assuming the tome isn't a forgery. Scholar Donald Fleck. You deny there are magical configurations of which you know nothing? How can we ignore the warnings? The Great Destroyer may well rise one day. And then, just as an example of how this all goes together, I've never read this tome before. The Great Destroyer, I know for a fact, if I search Destroyer, Primordus, the first to awaken in our time. Its previous awakening is the only one still known to history. Dwarven texts tell of great destroyers, now believed to be a reference to Primordus and his army. And now we've discovered this tome which talks about the Great Destroyer returning. And it's like the game is full of stuff like that, where you can just discover so many intriguing little tidbits about the world, and it is intoxicating. Just being able to wander around and slowly but surely figure out what's going on through all of these little bits of dialogue and, you know, books that you can discover. It's brilliant. Yeah, go for it, Empty Glitch. Sure, I don't see why not. That should be fine. Go for it, man. Give it a go. I think the Discord thing is for new Nitro users only. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Bex, hello. Hope everyone's good. I finally got around to picking up Guild Wars 2 last night. No idea what I'm doing, but I'm going to take my time pootling about exploring. Pootling, I like it. I really struggle with the controls because I never play anything on mouse and keyboard, so that's my main hurdle. I might be wrong in this, Bex, and maybe someone in chat can confirm if I am wrong, which is likely. I think you can, through certain means, play Guild Wars 2 on a controller. I don't think it has native support, but I do believe you can find a way to use a controller with Guild Wars 2. The control scheme certainly lends itself to being controller-friendly. So I would be surprised if someone hasn't done it. Yeah. Yeah, Kosh, it's cool, isn't it? It's cool. So that's my glider, which also happens to be my backpack. So yeah. Yeah, people have modded it in. Playing on Steam Deck is very chill. We can do a Fractal. I don't know if we've got people in the guild who would want to join, if anyone in chat would like to come and run a Fractal or something, just to show what Guild Wars 2 looks like when you're in combat, but we can have a go. We can do one quickly if people fancy it. Yeah, it feels... Okay, we've got a couple people... why can I not invite? Shadewalker Vareem, I'm not able... you're offline, apparently. What has happened? Why can I... I cannot right-click invite. There we go. There we go. I've got it. Invite the party. Cry twice. You might have to come off of showing offline for me to be able to invite you, I think. That thing has been happening to me recently, too. I like it. Bex. Even if it's not a real thing, I enjoy it immensely. Is the giveaway link for the Raptor skin lurking around? It's in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, Wolfie. So ndd20.wehype.app. And if you go there, you can enter the giveaway. If anyone else is in for Fractals, let me know. We've got 2 slots. So, yeah. Oh, hiss. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. Oh, dear. Might be cross-region. I don't know if you can do Fractals cross-region. I don't think you can, which is really upsetting, isn't it? Guild Wars 1 is getting a modern update 3rd of December, also adding native controller support and Steam Deck compatibility. But yeah, to me, I think that Guild Wars 2's action bars feel really friendly to controller players. I admire people who play 14 on a controller. I really do. I don't know if Oliver is watching, but I know Oliver does high-end raiding on a controller, and to me it looks like wizardry. Like remembering which trigger and button leads to which action bar, and then which button does which action. It's beyond me. I think it's because I've just played MMOs on a mouse and keyboard for, 2 decades. So I cannot get into a controller because I find that I'm not able to do the things that I can do on mouse and keyboard as well as on a controller. So it puts me off a little bit. I've never played Guild Wars 2. I played vanilla Guild Wars 1 and was a Drokdar's Forge runner for a while before any expansion was out. Therilyn, have you ever considered maybe trying Guild Wars 2? Too many abilities to use for a controller? Must be using macros. I feel that way looking at an MMO mouse. Yeah, I, for a time, had... It was a Razer mouse that had a changeable side plate. So you could go from 2 buttons on the side to an MMO mouse configuration. I could not get on with it. Not at all. I really didn't enjoy it. So I gave it up. Meanwhile, I've played 14 on controller for so long that trying to play an MMO on keyboard now feels wrong and bad. I play high-end content in 14 on controller, and I have all the buttons I need. Oh, I think we're ready. Sorry. Which Fractal is the best looking / interesting, would you guys say? We can just run whatever these guys think is fun. I'm down to run whatever. Whatever the, the one that looks the coolest. Cliffside? Yeah, Cliffside could be fun. We can run Cliffside. That'd be really good. It took me a couple of days to learn 14 on controller after playing mouse and keyboard for several years. Because I know a lot of you are Warframe enjoyers, who here plays Warframe on mouse and keyboard? And who plays it on controller? Because to me, bullet, jumping, sliding, dashing, like trying to do that on a controller, I think would kill me. I think that it would literally kill me. It isn't patented so that anyone else can use it, and no other MMO has. Other MMO controller functionality is awful. Mouse and keyboard, gamepad, Draz. Okay. I used to play on Xbox, took some time to get used to mouse and keyboard. Mouse gang, but controller feels so much nicer in my experience. Oh, Furiosa, that does sound fun. It's comfy on a controller, huh? Okay. I know it's got cross compatibility, so if should I say cross progression, so I could go and install it on my PlayStation and grind out on there, and then come back to mouse and keyboard. I might have to give that a go. Shattered Observatory always feels impressive, although that has a big bit of agony. Well, we'll just run whatever happens. I have no idea what to expect. Let's see what we get into, shall we? I love Guild Wars 2, but all of the expansions and living worlds are just too expensive. Also, my wife has impairments that make her not really good at hand-eye coordination, and not being able to customize glider to not automatically activate made the jump basically unplayable for her. She had problems with jumping before, and this destroyed it even more. That's a good point. I never considered that. But I can relate, Migo. So, something which I think Guild Wars 2 does really well, and I definitely, shouted it out in one of my previous videos, is you can teleport to people. So if people do have problems jumping or doing fine motor movements on their keyboard and their mouse or whatever, there are ways to bypass having to do that because you can teleport to people. And even in fractals like this, if there is a jumping segment which you really struggle with, a portal will open to allow you to bypass it, which I think is really nice. And the reason I bring this up is I have a personal vested interest in games having good accessibility for people with motor problems, because my dad only has one hand, one usable hand. And I grew up playing games with him, MMORPGs, where if there was something that he needed to do that required fine motor movement, I'd go do it for him. And when I was, you know, trying to sell him on Guild Wars 2, I said, you know, it's got all of these features in it which make movement way easier. You know, like you don't have to worry about being able to do X, Y, and Z because there are systems in place which allow you to bypass those elements. And whether or not ArenaNet designed the game around having that accessibility feature, or if it's just a byproduct of other systems, that's irrelevant. Like, I do think the game is in a good spot to help people out if they need it in that fashion. And I would also say on the comment that it's expensive, and I swear I'm not being paid to say this. We were making a comparison the other day that for 3 months of subscription to FF14 or 3 months of subscription to WoW, you can, when on sale, get all of the Living World seasons and 3 of the major expansions for the same price, if not less. And considering the game doesn't have a sub fee, to me that is a steal in the MMO space. £40. I mean, obviously I don't know what that would be converted into dollars or euros or insert other currency here. What is a season? So Living World seasons, I think the name isn't the best, but it's essentially a smaller expansion. From what I gather, they originally decided that Living World seasons, so when they released the first Living World season, the idea behind it was it would be a literal living world. So the events that transpired during Living World Season 1 would have a permanent effect on the world. And it did. So I've just got done with Living World Season 1, and I shan't spoil it for anyone, but a lot of the fallout of the events of that story I have seen when playing the game, because it changed the world. I think they've moved away from that in the future because they realized it didn't necessarily work perfectly. And the name has just stuck. But yeah, Living World Seasons, just imagine that is mini expansion, I think is the best way to sort of rationalize it. So yeah. It's your boy, Hyper Chihuahua. What a name. Hello, welcome. How are you today? I'll legit have to try it out. I've got a PlayStation, as I said, and I've not thought to give it a go yet. Yeah, Rasa, exactly. Like, I hadn't played properly for maybe a couple weeks. And when I came back to play some, I didn't feel like I'd missed out on anything. But no, to touch upon something that I have brought up over the past 3 streams of Guild Wars 2, but I'll bring up again for the people who weren't here. Because the game doesn't have any FOMO, because there's no FOMO tactic to get you to keep playing, and it's free to play, I think that sets off, I don't know, alarm bells in people, because we're so used to, nowadays, free to play, meaning, you know, developers are trying to nickel and dime us for everything we're worth. Through loot boxes, through pay-to-win mechanics, ridiculous catch-up systems. I think a common thing is the idea of upgrading your gear can only be done through like this trial and error format. And I know Black Desert Online did it. Like where to upgrade your gear, you'd have to put in all of these different resources which cost so much gold or money. And then when you press the button to upgrade, it's a random chance as to whether or not it works. And that's kind of like how they line their wallets, is through these ridiculous RNG upgrade systems. Guild Wars 2, and of course, you know, all of you playing Warframe know this as well, both of these games are standouts in that there is no ridiculous predatory system which is only set out to make your experience worse. There's none of that. I think the systems in both games are absolutely phenomenal, and are gold standards for how a free-to-play game should be made. And you know, both games allow you to, like, basically earn everything in the game without ever spending a single cent. Aside from the expansions, which in Guild Wars 2 you would need to purchase, but if you wanted to, you could just farm gold. Trade your gold in for the premium currency, and then buy things from the in-game currency store. If you wanted to. Or if you want to support the developers, you can swipe your credit card if you fancy it. Destroy the final seal. Okay, we need to go and break free this giant from his imprisonment. Boy, would I love it if I had a 10% chance to upgrade my Serration from rank 9 to 10. Perfect example. Like, imagine if upgrading mods in Warframe, the higher the mod tier, the higher the chance was that it would fail. Like, how... Oh, it just... It's such a killjoy, isn't it? It is such an awful mechanic. And the only reason it exists is to be predatory and get people to spend money. There is no reasonable explanation as to why it exists outside of that. Is this game good? I've played it for 3 months and I've put in over 550 hours. I love it. It is a fantastic game. And I swear I'm not being paid to say that. Andy, have you gotten the mastery point here to bow to him? Yes, I have, Draz. Yeah. I've gotten quite a few of them. There's very few that I am actively missing at this point. I can show you in a second. I can show you now. So this is the last one I need to get, by the way. I need 7 more mastery points to get Scholar of Secrets, and then I've gotten all of my Tyrian masteries. But most of the remaining ones are a little bit tricky to get, so... Andy, it's a sponsored stream. You are literally being paid. No. I'm not being paid to say nice things. I'm being paid to play the game. I've made it very clear that I don't want to necessarily be beholden to saying X, Y, and Z. Which would you recommend, Guild Wars 2 or FF14? Goddamn, both. Yeah, both simultaneously, and I'm not kidding. Guild Wars 2, free to play. The base game has hundreds of hours of content that I cannot wax lyrical enough about how good it is. But then FF14, and I'm going to do it, I'm going to do the bit. FF14 has a free trial, including A Realm Reborn, the award-winning Heavensward expansion, and the award-winning Stormblood expansion, free up to level 80? Is it? Is it 80 now in the Stormblood? I don't know. Oh my god, that's so much stuff that I'm doing it. There you go. But I would legit recommend both. I don't have really many bad things to say about either of them. I can't comment on where the story goes in Guild Wars 2, but what I can say is I've played the entirety of FF14, and it is my favorite story in any video game. And I don't think that will change anytime soon. And I know that as I said that, a bunch of Warframe players just began typing, we'll see. But no, it is a genuine epic. A genuine epic. Cannot recommend it enough. Des, that's good to know. That's good to know for whenever I eventually get there. That hasn't released yet, Xanthia. Has it? I don't think 7.4 is out yet, unless you have a DeLorean. What do you know that we don't, Xanthia, huh? Is your dad Yoshi P?
The alchemy, you're alive. Something
oh yeah, I've done 7.3, Xanthia.
You were lost in a sort of void. My assistant
Lost in a void? Hold on, this is sounding familiar.
Days before we were able to bring you back. Glad to have you back. Not again. Yoko, take the controls. Already on it. Something is trying to break through the portal. Prepare for combat.
I've never done this, so it's why I'm listening. I've got no idea what's happening. Looks incredible. Looks really nice. Scorvald the Shattered?
Finally, a foe who deserves killing.
I've never done this. Hello. Hell yeah. 7.4 is the 16th of December. I will probably not be playing 7.4 for a while. And it isn't because I hate FF14.
My hatred can't be
It's
bound
just
any longer.
I might just wait for 7.5. How did you guys get over there? What am I? Do I just jump? Ah, you just jump. Oh shit! Look at that. And then into here. Whoa! Oh, sick. Oh, that's awesome. But no, I don't know. It's again, guys, you just heard me literally say go play FF14. Like I still think it's the best story you can get in an MMO. But I just, yeah, at the minute, I've got no design to go back and play it anytime soon. I think I'd rather wait for 7.5 and then experience 0.4 and 0.5 back to back. My only fear, though, is that I think because of the nature of our Discord, I will probably inadvertently see spoilers. So it's kind of tricky. If people play 7.4 and they say there's some real juicy lore, then I will concede I probably will go play it. But that's the only thing that would really drive me to go and play it now. Like I don't mind raiding, don't get me wrong, but I'm not there for the raids, I'm there for the story. That to me is where I'm at. And yeah. Well, we'll see. No, sign, don't you dare. New Deep Dungeon is good. I can't believe we still haven't got Beastmaster. It's been 2 years since they announced Beastmaster. And I know they said it was going to be coming in a later, you know, Point X patch, but still. I don't think we'll be seeing Beastmaster until 3 years after the original announcement. At which point, I would argue it's not a feature of Dawn Trail, it'll be a feature of 8.0. Right? It'll be closer in time to 8.0 than 7.0.
So close to freedom.
Is that the end of the Fractal? In Bloom. Defeat Scorvald the Shattered without being hit by a solar bloom. Look at that. We're hashtag gaming, guys. Oh, I've got no inventory space again. Oh, guys, don't perceive me. Don't perceive. I got. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, this is so bad.
Where are we?
The
architecture, the symbology.
There you go.
This is Asuran technology.
That's better.
This place, it's imbued us with some kind of magical energy.
Hoarder gameplay. Oh, what's it? You're finally awake.
What's this? Hang on, this teleportation algorithm is like the one in the observatory. I think I can recalibrate it. Just a second. And there! Portal's open! Head on through and investigate.
Okay, let's go. I don't know what's going on. Whee! Nice. Where are we now? GLX veteran. What? Hello? Guys, I've never done this. This is incredible. Look at this view.
Alert. Alert. Detection noted. Assistance requested.
Is the game good? Yeah, I mean, yeah. I got nothing else to say. Yes, it's incredible. CCOM, I don't mind people bringing up Warframe. The only problem I would have with people bringing up Warframe is if the same person was only here to talk about it. Then I'd say, all right, come on, like, enough's enough, you know. But I don't mind the occasional, hey, enjoyed the video, thank you. It's just that people go a bit overboard with it. Then I'm like, okay, let's save that for the comments of the videos, please. There's really? Oh, shit. Oh. How did you get... Oh, we can climb up here? How do you... Oh, because you use this. Oh, sorry. Strange Asuran object. The words on the data key are written in a code you can't decipher. Perhaps a device created by the manufacturer could read it. Okay. Curious. He's on top of one of these pillars. I can maybe get over there. Depends on the range. Let's see. Oh, I can see there's a strange Asuran object behind me. So this cat, is it just something you interact with and then you own it and it goes into your bag? Oh god. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. Have we just brought Andy to another jumping puzzle? Absolutely not. Nice aim, bruv. Don't you dare. The words on the data key are written in a code you can't decipher. Pick up the data key. That's our second data disk. Correct answer, Kevin. Well, thank you, Blue Devil. I appreciate that. You can get it from your home instance. Or for your home instance, but where do you find it? Where is it? Was it up there where you guys just came from and I missed it completely? Because I did not see it up there. Yeah, they've gone. I'm going to keep going over here and double checking to make sure I didn't miss the cat. Because I would like a cat from my home instance if possible. There are dozens of hidden stray cats that you can adopt. This is the rarest one. Oh. Hold on. I'm going to try and... There we go. There's another strange Asuran object. There we go. Our third data disk. Perfect. Alright, I'm just going to go. I don't know where it is. Getting the Fractal cat is a fairly involved process. Alright, I'm not going to worry too much about it, if that's the case. Does this game require a few hundred hours to reach endgame? Not necessarily, but I would argue, bucking the trend of maybe other MMOs, maybe there are, you know, fun experiences to be had at the end game, but for me, and I think many others, Guild Wars 2 isn't a race to the end. It's a marathon. Journey before destination, etc. Like, I'm nowhere near the end game. Nowhere near. But I have had so much fun playing it. Despite being nowhere near the end of the game. Like, the joy of it is to just find something that you enjoy and then do that a lot, you know, or as much as you want to. So for me, I've really enjoyed doing World versus World, which is, I would describe it as pseudo PvP, because while there are certainly PvP elements involved, World versus World is very much you and 40 other people form a meatball of death, and you roll around and you destroy anything in your path. It is incredible fun. And that's sort of like my main enjoyment in this game. Hey, Smokey, how are you? Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. I read that back to front. Hopefully you're having a marvelous Monday as well, Smokey. Hey, enjoy, Pooba. There's so few games that I never want to end. Cyberpunk 2077 was one of those games that surprised me, and Persona games, of course. Cyberpunk is still on my radar to one day play. But I don't know if that would be a YouTube thing or if that would be a Twitch thing. It would probably be YouTube in the distant future. I don't... I've been made aware of some pretty heinous stuff in that game that might not fly on Twitch.
Like that little one from earlier. Looks much too serious. I was happy to see him go. Stay. Let's play a game.
I'm so scared about what's about to happen. Am I about to get completely wrecked? Virastra. Oh, do I have to jump over that? Okay, there are balls. There are exploding things. I'm dodging through the exploding things. So far, so good. Oh my god. Okay. We need to avoid standing inside of these circles. Something which is, dare I say, an unsung hero in this game is the dodge roll button.
Watch this.
Much like, you know, your favorite Souls game, if you dodge at the right time, you take 0 damage. There are invulnerability frames to your dodge roll. And it can really help and save you in a precarious situation. So I think we need to destroy all of these clones, and then we can summon the real one back. There she is.
Ah, I see. This is much too easy for you.
Oh.
Let's make it more exciting.
Let's make it more exciting, sure.
Marbles.
Do we have to bounce the ball? I'm going to prepare to bounce the ball. Woo! I feel like I'm playing volleyball with my best friends. Woohoo! And again, and then make it hit her. Yes! Nice. That's a sick mechanic. That was awesome. I've never seen a mechanic like that. You're doomed to explode. Find containment immediately.
Such fun.
Well,
Isn't it?
the containment was in the middle, wasn't it? Or do I need to now jump somewhere? Oh god, it's all gone wrong. I don't know if I did that right. I'll be honest. I think I did that very wrong. I've never done this before, if you couldn't tell.
The best part is always the ending.
The best part is always the... no, I was just saying about how it's journey before destination. Virastra. And then you come in here with the best part's the ending? Come on. Jeez. Read the room. So that must be the containment there, that bubble in the middle of the arena. We phased the boss, which interrupted your mechanic. Okay, right. Gotcha. Woo! Got an achievement, playing for keeps. I've got no idea how I got that, but I'll take it. You're doomed to explode. I think we're going to kill her anyway. Nah, never mind.
What fun.
Don't stand near me, guys. I'm going to explode.
Here.
Or maybe...
This orb.
No, it's gone.
That
We're good.
impatient little man with the sharp teeth gave it to me. I want you to have it. Come back soon, and we'll play another game together.
Sure.
Watch out! Creatures from the beyond! Yoko's here to... Oh, what? You guys already took care of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
You found a power source. Good. Let me just...
Oh. What is she going to do?
There! I think I did that right.
I think you did it right too.
The way back.
Come on. I'm in. Cows, don't worry. Don't worry. The only benefit people will ever really get from YouTube membership.
Looks
I
like that's
welcome
enough
you
power
to the
open main
knighthood.
portal.
Captain Rich, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Welcome on in.
We did it! We did it! What? Whoa! We're not going into that.
We are going into that. Yeah, that's where we're going.
Fine.
Belatedly, again, Captain Rich, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Ladies, gentlemen, friends from beyond the binary, can we get some...
Incredible! Wow! Just look at it!
Whoa.
Reactor initialization sequence interrupted. Sorry.
Oh my god!
On diagnostics.
Diagnostics complete. User
What the hell is this?
1189.
Obstinate.
Oh no, I forgot to press the button!
Reboot!
Reboot completed. Hello again.
Well, status?
It happened to Vanwell as well.
Interrupted. Again.
Whoops, wrong button.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Impossible.
I was too busy looking. Shit. Never mind. Never mind.
I'm not interested in apologies.
Well, we're missing out on all of the interesting dialogue now because I'm sat here dying like a noob. Right, let's try this again.
Currently logged in. Alert. AI personality feedback received. AI overly placated.
We got there.
Delete.
Are you sure you want to delete AI?
No, never. Delete the message and initialize the startup sequence.
Is that Matthew Mercer? It sounds like Matt Mercer.
Troubleshoot.
Have you attempted detachment and reattachment to power source?
Sometimes I forget you're an AI with a mute function.
It's undoubtedly Matt Mercer.
System architect's social protocol deficiency logged.
He sounds like the in campaign 1 when he had the character who sold black powder. I cannot think of his name. If anyone who watches Critical Role knows what I'm talking about, reminds me of that character specifically. Victor! Thank you. Yes, Victor. Remember when he dressed up as him for Halloween that one year? Oh, good times. Good times. Do we all have to go over there, or can we stay here? It just bounces us back here. So how do we access the console? What do we need to do to progress now? Oh. Verdwin. Allow me to revive you. /GG to reset it. I think something bugged. So what, we all retry from a checkpoint? I think you will jump down early without initiating the fight. Oh, good times. Good times. No one initiated the fight, right? Yeah, okay, thanks. Let me do that now. Yoko, hello. We've got this. We have to wait for that to go to 5 and then we can begin. Thank you. If you couldn't tell, I've never done this before. I've never done this specific fractal.
All right, let's do this.
Oh.
We need to get his attention somehow.
Never mind.
The raw energy's contained in those solar blooms. I wonder if... Try knocking them into those reactors.
Oh, okay, so like we attack them and they go into the reactor? I see. Well, I've shot this one the wrong way. Hold on. Here we go. That should help. Oh, a little further. Little further. There we go. We got it.
Unimaginable. Unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
It's okay. We're just here to, you know, stop you. You're literally tearing apart the fabric of the mists.
Enough! Your interfering must cease. Go away.
Oh? Oh, I didn't. There was an eyeball to look away. Oh.
See? This is the price of your incessant desire to pry into things beyond your understanding. Satisfied?
I'm trying to revive everyone. Oh, God.
Deal with you myself.
There you go. We got you. We got you. Another benefit of Guild Wars 2 is that you can just revive people by running up to them and applying first aid.
Over and over again. Stabilizing mechanism reversed. This weapon's full potential is about to become a reality.
It's so strange fighting Matthew Mercer. Not gonna complain. I'm enjoying it. Enjoying it quite a bit, but still, that's Matthew Mercer. Are we gonna have to do the orbs again? Solar blooms. Okay, knock you into that corner. Oh no! That one into that corner. Got it. Woo! Come on! Well done, team. Get in. The music! Invulnerable? Where's he gone?
Dunderheads. You want more? Take yet.
With pleasure. He has summoned some fanatics. Spin to win. Elite Arc Diviner.
Obstinate goons. Maybe no alternative. Get out.
DDR stability, 80%.
Dance Revolution? Will there be another solar ball coming up soon? Is that it? Oh no, it's removed the pillar completely. Looking away? Okay, the balls are back. Knocking this one into the corner. And then this one, go back. You go into that corner. Nice. Now the one behind us. Oh, please, someone's got to get it. We've got to knock it in. We're so dead. I'm going to dodge it. Don't. Oh, I'm dead. This is life and death. Okay, that goes into that corner.
Chaos of interminable space-time.
And now he's able to be attacked again. Come on.
DDR stability, 60%.
60%? Sure.
Your interfering must cease.
Hey, Captain Rich, thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying. I'll say the same to you as I will to everyone else. The second dream video that you guys will see later today, I think, is my favorite episode yet. And I think you guys know why. Oh, did we stun him? Oh, nice. I was going to say, what happened to the spell? Okay, now he's invulnerable. Get ready to knock the balls into the pillars. Here they go. There's one. There's two. And then we need one more for that corner. I think they're on it. Yes, there we go. Perfect.
Chaos of interminable space-time.
Good job, team. Now kill Matthew Mercer. I think there is still a bomb mechanic that you need to jump into. That's coming, Ike, in December. That's coming in December, don't you worry.
But I triggered the final sequence. There's no stopping it.
Attention, diffraction imminent.
What? Who?
This isn't the place for explanations. Quickly.
I've got too much stuff in my inventory, guys. I'm struggling.
Since responsible for destabilizing the fractals, the variables it's created are a headache.
Nuisance. The
There you go.
DDR is a work
We got
of
it.
a genius who also
We got it.
happens... no time. The geochronotransparency readings. Time to escape.
NL, it's great. Really good.
Diaphanous diffraction randomizer, obviously. Now.
Go out of the way. Let me see those readings.
I guess you were
So this is where you can put your codes. Ah, cool.
They're extraordinary.
Well,
Insert
yes, I
data.
spent years.
I'm gonna wait for them to stop talking.
By the alchemy, this is incredible work.
Tidy
These
your
readings,
inventory, armory, and glamour
you've ripped a
dresser.
hole.
How are you
Back
going
to
to
our
fit
home.
more triple triad cards in there at this rate?
Years?
Tidy your inventory, armory, and glamour dresser.
Ark?
How are you going to fit more triple triad cards in there at this rate?
Yeah, I get the idea.
I should have.
Cheeky devils. Thank you, Lemon. Thank you, Sandwich.
Hello, Mother.
Ark, you've
I'll
done
sort it.
amazing work here, son.
I'll sort it.
This should transport us back to the primary Tyrian reality.
Unquestionably.
There you go. I've got 2 slots now. Much better.
At what cost? This could destroy the fractals of the mists and wipe everything inside the fractals from existence.
What existence? Mother, this is not reality. We are the only legitimate life forms here.
Are you certain?
Getting
What about
screenshots for the
Tyrians
juicy
helping the
lore.
observatory stabilize the fractals? What about my friends here?
These tourists are using your prison purely for entertainment purposes.
We got it.
They're performing important research that I've dedicated.
Geochrono transparency maximum reached. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
It should have worked by now. The readings are perfect. We can argue all we want, but it's not happening.
It must. My calculations are undeniable.
There's a variable you didn't account for.
Yeah?
Impossible. I've accounted for every conceivable
Arc.
planar existence in that continuum.
Arc.
Near infinite diffraction. Unless...
Figured it out, haven't you? Go ahead. State the only possible
This
conclusion.
is some big lore.
Unless the top...
No! I've just been blue-balled so hard. Is this how it feels to be a Warframe player watching Friday's video? Oh my god. No, guys, don't. No one's to blame. I clicked yes as well. No, don't worry. I'll run it again. I'll watch it again. I want to be able to appreciate it because I was chatting and I couldn't really focus, so it's fine. We'll do it again at some point. That was fun though. Thank you guys for joining me, and it does mean that we are now on the cusp of having the Raptor mount giveaway. If you haven't already, ndd20.wehype.app in your URL bars. Go check it out, and you can win a Raptor mount. And then when that runs its course, I will go for a very quick BRB, and then we will dive into a game of King of the Castle. Which, if you are new to this here community, is a fun little interactive game that you guys can partake in. I think you'll enjoy it. It's good fun. So yeah. Arcana, you can still join. Even if you don't have any of the expansions, you'll still be able to unlock it. So I wonder if we can get the Raptor Mountain giveaway up to 20. There are 19 Raptors about to be given away. So, thought weekdays were Warframe? They are. They are. Yeah. Hey, Andy, really appreciate your Warframe videos. Will you be doing Second Dream in today's episode? Lonely Sandman, I will indeed. If you go to the videos tab, it is already there. But you will need to be a YouTube member to watch it early. But if you are patient, you can watch it in 3 hours. 3 hours, and it will be live. I know. I don't blame them. It's exciting. I get why people are excited for it, having now played through it, so. Lizzie, hell yeah. Will the raptor skin be packaged carefully? How long will it take to arrive? What kind of raptor is the skin from? Well, we're about to find out. Can you win 4 skins or just 1? Ike. Bravo. Well done. I hope you're proud of yourself. Oh, God. I've got nothing to say. Raptor is neat, but it's all about Mr. Sparkles. If I, like, annoyingly, to unlock Mr. Sparkles, we'd have to do another 15 hours of streaming, and I love the game. I love the sponsored slot, of course I do, but 15 hours. We've got other things to do this week, unfortunately, so, I don't think we'll be able to get it. But you will be able to get the mount, so, you know. Hi, Andy, just want to say thank you for your awesome Warframe series. Thank you, Tom. It's been fun to follow your progress with a 5,000 hour plus mindset. So eager to see you getting the real stuff. Tom, I believe I've begun to scrape the surface of the quote-unquote real stuff as of the past couple days, and oh my god. I can see why people are excited. I am positively salivating at what's coming next, so yeah, I get it. I 100% get it. Oh, Des, of course. I don't blame you. And thank you, everyone, for coming in and saying such lovely things today. I do appreciate it. It is still, and continues to be, very overwhelming. Very overwhelming. I cannot believe how many people have enjoyed the playthrough and continue to enjoy the playthrough. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I cannot put into words just how thankful I am that you guys resonate with the way I've decided to play the game. So thank you. Mark, I hope you enjoy. More or less than the Thrustmaster? Less. Less gotten. Let's be honest here. Yeah, I don't know. I'd love in the future to be able to get like a proper flight stick, because the one I used to have, the Thrustmaster, it was not good. It's not a good bit of kit. But that's such a luxury buy, you know. I think a good flight stick is like £100, and it's like, I don't play that many games that require a flight stick, so I've got like a saved eBay search. I'm trying to like nab one really cheap secondhand. No luck as of yet, but I did really enjoy flying around in my spaceship in Elite Dangerous with the flight stick. Vathorn, yeah, maybe. Maybe. Oh, here we go! The winners! Symbolist, Luke, Sign, Jay Geeson, Spoon the Third, Astal Doker, Jamie Mage, Bo9, Ember Adventures, Dave Tritus, Dirthon, Make Some Time, August _97, Cat Tangent, Sabar 8, Savolius, Inaria's Reign, and Goju Susie. Congratulations on your brand new Raptor Mount skin! Hey, enjoy, guys.
Apples?
Enjoy.
Fresh and crisp.
Apples, fresh and crisp. I'll take one. They don't look that fresh. That pie looks nice, though. That's a really nice looking pie, actually. Yeah, guys, enjoy. I bought it last week because I didn't think it... You brought the Mount skin. Take some time. Why would you do such a thing? Why would you do such a thing? I'm sure you'll still be able to use it in some way. August, nice, man. Congrats. Congratulations, buddy. I don't believe in you one time and it's backfired. How could you? Oh, Vathorn. I'm glad I missed out on that in the moment. I came to 14 too late to witness the squapes, unfortunately. Guys, the plan is now I'm gonna go and get prepared to play King of the Castle, which again, for the people who don't know, is well, you'll see. It's a fun, collaborative, interactive experience. For those watching on YouTube, you should be able to play as well. I think. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. And Wolfie, praise Joko. Thank you. Wolfie and praise Joko. I did mention it earlier. I fully understand if you weren't here. The plan is to continue playing Guild Wars 2. I'm not planning on dropping it. I mean, look, I'm playing it right now. I love Guild Wars 2. I need to try and find a way to make it more visible and maybe find more people who are interested in watching it, because I pour a lot of work into them comparative to, say, the Warframe stuff. But the Warframe stuff, despite not taking as long to create, is obviously the lifeblood of what I'm doing at the minute, so it's awkward. But I am planning on playing more. I just got to figure out how to get more Guild Wars people interested in the playthrough, if possible. So, yeah, Ike, we'll see. We'll see about that. But yeah, what I'll do, I'll go BRB, and when I'm back, we will be playing King of the Castle. We'll do like one game, maybe two. We'll see. And then, yeah, we'll wrap up, and then we'll be back tomorrow for Alan Wake. But yeah, for now, enjoy the BRB screen. I'll be back with you in 5 minutes or less, hopefully. And then the king making can begin. So I will see you shortly for that. Oh, I thought we killed him. I thought we'd killed him. He's good. He's alive and well. 3, 2, 1, roll. I'm capped on inspiration. Roll again. We can't roll a 1 again. Come on. Spin. Oh, get out. Come on. Here we go, chat. This is it. No. No.
Annoying creature.
I was thinking the same thing. Oh, well, we've got it now, chat. Now that it matters, we've got it. Oh, no, 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 no. I was wondering if that exists. I don't think that could have gone any... I don't think that could have gone any worse. How do I sniff in an Italian-Swedish accent? It's a me, Mario. A sniff? A sniff? Oh. A woof. A woof. A woof. The door's opened. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Throw it. So far, this stream is a huge success. We've gotten new abilities, we've gotten new monies, we've gotten new skills, we've freed a genie from a lamp who has then provided us with some skill books. It can only go downhill from here, really.
That's a trap.
Yeah. Brand reveal together. Oh my god! Oh no! Oh, my emotions! Oh, holy sh... Oh, look in the bottom corner! Oh, chat! Look at... Oh. Oh, wow. That is amazing. I need like a good outro. Like stay happy. How about that, chat? Yeah, stay happy. Oh my goodness. Enjoy. We are back, but I don't think you can see the game until I press a button, which is this one. Any second. Yes. Okay. JD's gentlemen and friends from beyond the binary, welcome to King of the Castle. I'm hoping this is all still programmed in correctly. If it's not, then oh shit. We might be in trouble. I don't know where to put my camera. I'm going to go back up here for now and hope that that's okay. It might not be. We'll have to wait and see. So, Monarch name, Endy. Dynasty name, Tenno. Because it's topical. Let's begin. So, play on Twitch. Continue. I need to pick which 3 regions. The Barons of the March, the Chiefs of the North, the Counts of the East, the Grandees of the South, and the Patricians of the Coast. Oh, gotta have the Counts. Love the Counts. I love the Barons. And then it's between the Grandees, the Chiefs, and the Patricians. I believe so. I believe so, August. Activate the widget? Ah! Extensions, Twitch, widgets. I thought I'd done everything. Shit. Hold on. Hold on. Streaming tools, extensions. Here we go. My extensions. King of the Castle, activate. It's activated. It should automatically populate.
Looking forward to the December chaos.
Hey! Hey, Serena! Serena, welcome back for 3 years. Thank you kindly for your resubscription, Serena. I really appreciate that. Can we get a warm welcome back for the lovely Serena Took, please? Thank you, Serena. I'm going to throw in Barons, Chiefs. Let's go, Chiefs. Connecting to game server. Right, so if you type !join, that should put you in one of the... Crit's in, Risque is in, Winterfall is in. So if you will do !join space pronoun or space region, that should put you in the game. Take your time. Take your time. Hello there, Science Server. Welcome. How are you today? I'll let you guys do this for a couple minutes while I sit here and try and entertain you in the meantime. How are we all? Hope we're all well. If you're over in the YouTube chat, do just poke your head into the into the Twitch chat, and you'll be able to join one of the 3 houses. And then the game will begin. As you can see, I am King Endy of the Tenno Dynasty. There it is. Again, I don't know if that's going to be the best location for my camera. I am happy to move around if need be, but yeah, for the time being, I'll stick up here. Yeah. Barons for the win. Hello, everyone. Hello there, Sorley. Welcome. How are you? Spacebar, hello. Gaffles, hello. Lizzie, hello. Canopio, hello again. Hello, by the way. Just got in out of the rain. Hey, Spacebar, welcome on in. Shrink the camera to be the character's head. You are very smart. Very smart, Ike. Oh, no, this way. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Anyway. Afternoon, Indian chat. Just got home. Long day of work. A seek. Get yourself in here. Just need a fancy hat.
Andy, I have something to tell you.
Oh? Is it good news?
D's nuts.
Okay. Right. There you go. Your cold shot missed. Yeah, never mind. Right. Well, thank you, Nine, very much for the 80 months of support. That is an incredible number. Thank you for catching me off guard. How are you today, sir? Welcome on in. Guys, if you haven't already, !join space pronoun.
Haha, Andy thought I was going to call him criminal scum.
Oh, God. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be
a long day.
There it is. There it is. I want to be a count so bad. Let me in. Can you not join the counts? I wonder if I can move you manually. How do I do that? Can I? I don't know if I can. Artisian. I don't see you. Are you not down here? No. It won't let me. Chiefs in the north? I'm in Chiefs? Sorry, no, you can't. You can't swap. You're a chief now. Suck it up. The counts are stacked. We've got 20 in each. We've got 60 people ready to try and overthrow me in this dynasty of mine. We'll begin. Oh, there we go. 21 noble counts. Did Artisian get the move over? No. Ha. Sucks to suck. Right, let's begin the game, and if you would like to join, you can do so via !join. I'm gonna put myself further in the corner. 3, 2, 1, begin game. Here we go. Spring of the year 948. King Endy sits upon the throne of the Tenno Dynasty. Let us begin with the coronation. Why are the heads cut off? Hold on. Hold on. This is... Bear with me. Hold on. Wait. I'm fixing it. There you go. And now I don't know where to put me. I'll go down here again. Or maybe up here is fine. I need to make myself smaller. Is that too small? Probably. Probably. Where's chat? Chat, you guys can go down here. There you go. This is where I live now. I could go at the bottom, maybe. Maybe I can like squeeze in here. Maybe? Yeah, I mean that'll do. Okay. Right, let's begin playing the game now. Chancellor. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Shouldn't I be giving the orders now? Of course, Your Majesty, but to delay any longer would make the nobles restless. And when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. Okay, very well then. What must I do? As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Of course. Shall we call the nobles in? Here we go. So now, you guys will get to vote, I believe, through the on-screen pop-up. I have not been on your side of the fence here, so I don't know how this works, but I can pick on how I want you to vote if I wanted to, but I won't, so start vote. Type ! vote A, B, C, or D in chat to cast your vote. So, I will move myself again. Oh god, I could go on the throne up here. Yeah, we'll do that. But then I'm so small up here. Never mind. So as you can see, not number. A is host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. You've all voted to throw me into the river. Thanks, guys. Voting has closed. What kind of coronation should be held for the new king? 34 nobles voted for C. Throw the king into the river. It is decided the king will be thrown into the river. That has affected the stability of the kingdom, and it has affected the authority negatively. Continue. What kind of coronation is that? Let me get changed out of my nice robes. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the banks, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? Okay. Right. Council introduction. Now that you're king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from across the kingdom, the wintry north, the desolate east, and of course, the bleak march. Introduce yourself to the chief, or the chiefs, plural, of the north. And this is Chief Risque View. Good luck in the days ahead, Your Highness. You'll need it. Dealing with us lot. Introduce yourself to the Counts of the East. An honor to finally make your acquaintance, Your Majesty. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. And introduce yourself to the Barons of the March. Hail and well met, my liege. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape, And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. And then finally, the path to victory. Your Majesty, when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? As a conqueror? As a peacekeeper? As the greatest king who ever lived? As the father of the nation? As the architect of a new golden age? Or as a saint? How would I want to be remembered by my people? A conqueror. A warrior king is sure to be remembered fondly if he wins more battles than he loses. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall military as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Bold of you to assume you'll be remembered? Stevie, that's cruel. And that is it for now. We must move on. So there is the location of all of the different factions. So if you are a chief, this is your home up here, the north. If you are a count, this is your home over here to the east. And if you are a baron, you reside down here to the south. But without further ado, let's end the season. Scheme counts. Vashim of the Elderly Sign Dynasty, notorious eastern bird breeder, leans delicately on a podium, sighing. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false King Andy wears the crown. Voting is open! If you are a member of the Counts of the East, you may vote on A, B, or C. What scheme should the Counts pursue to overthrow the new king and place their preferred claimant, Vashim, on the throne? A, uprising, B, blood ritual, or C, possession. So exclamation mark vote space A, B, or C. It would seem that you really like the idea of performing a blood ritual. Oh my god. Very on brand for the Counts. Okay. The scheme that has been voted on is blood ritual. And your goal in this game, if you are a Count, if you are purple, your goal in this game is to raise your farming. At the minute, the Counts has a 7 in farming, so pay attention to that. And vote well. And other factions, remember that the Counts are wanting to raise their farming. So if you are a Baron, red, or a Chief, blue, you want to try and do everything you can to prevent the Counts from raising their farming. The Counts plan to summon an ancient famine demon. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. The Counts plan to summon an ancient famine demon that will devastate all other regions, paving a clear path to the throne. First, they must ensure the East can withstand a famine. To advance their scheme, the Counts must be the region with the highest farming in 4 seasons. And now it's the Barons. Okay. Rudolph of the Stevie Core bloodline, infamous marcher orator, stands before a blazing hearth, shouting and swearing. When do the barons of the march back down from a fight? Never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful king, on the throne. Barons can now vote. What scheme would you guys like to pursue? A, sorcery, to raise your authority. Subterfuge, which is to lower stability. Or C, propaganda, to lower stability. Enjoy. Good luck voting. If you are over in the YouTube chat, annoyingly, I can't propagate this into the YouTube chat. You'll need to come and join over on Twitch. Or you can just sit and watch. It's up to you. it would seem voting has ruled on the side of propaganda. So, the Baron's goal is to lower stability. Lower stability, which at the minute is a 6. The Baron's plan to persuade the population that only a charismatic general can protect them. First, the common folk must be afraid. To advance their scheme, the Barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. And finally, Vic of the Sikaralex clan, legendary northern troublemaker, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, spitting as they speak. Chiefs of the North! We'll know I should be I'm meant to be doing a Scottish accent. Chiefs of the North! We'll know I should be on the throne. Not this imposter, King Endy. How do we make that happen? I'm blurring the lines here. What scheme should the chiefs pursue to overthrow the new king and place the preferred claimant, Vic, on the throne? A. Doppelganger. B. Prophecy. Or C. Hornblower. Now, Hornblower focuses on lowering the faith of everyone. Prophecy is raising authority. And A. Doppelganger is to lower own defiance. Do with this information what you will, chiefs of the North. It would seem the chiefs like the idea of sowing discontent among the faithful. 30 nobles voted for Hornblower. The chiefs plan to dig up Ordhild's legendary horn and use it to take over the kingdom. First, they must win the favor of the gods by diminishing the kingdom's belief in the ninth. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must lower the combined total of all a region's faith to 12 or less in 4 seasons. So there we go. Feel free to take a picture of that so you guys are aware of what the situation is. Though I do believe if you are utilizing the on-screen overlay, you can see all of this information whenever you need to. But yeah, so remember your scheme. If you are a chief, you're lowering faith. If you're a baron, you're trying to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less. And if you are a count, you want to have the highest farming of anyone. So yeah. Laws of the land. This is up to me. I'm the king, okay? I get the pick. What law do I want to have? Monarch's Iron Choice can mark the preferred voting option. If chosen, they gain +1 authority. Reverse voting. Nobles must vote for their least favorite option, and the option with the least votes will pass. And call for unity. +1 stability if more than 50% of nobles vote for any one option. I'm going to go for that. To hopefully deal with the quest to lower my stability. And now, a few events have propagated in the kingdom. Let us begin with a theft. What is happening down here? My liege, this is an outrage. I demand justice. It's Baron Praise Joko. Last week, Count Nemisari shook my hand as a supposed show of reconciliation and stole my family's lucky ring in the process. A blood in the stars. Nonsense. A rummage through your drawers, and I'm sure you'll find the thing. Your Highness, a feud has stood between our families for centuries. Nemisari's ancestor left my ancestor tied to a rock in the woods for the wolves to consume. That is because his ancestor poisoned our well and killed half of our household. Enough. I know Nemisari stole my priceless ring. It brings the march, great luck and bounty, and my dear niece is to wear it when she marries. Okay. So now, the council must vote on how we handle the accusation that Nemisar stole the Marcher ring. A. Send the Chancellor to the east to investigate. B. Arrest Count Nemisar immediately. Or leave the squabbling nobles to deal with the situation themselves. The vote has begun. The vote has begun. Oh, okay, interesting. I like that the counts are all voting in allegiance with one another, trying to vote for A, but it would seem that the barons and the chiefs have other motivations here. Huh. Wow, I'm surprised, because the counts nearly managed to swing that. All right, it looks to me that it's going to be C. Voting has closed. You guys have voted for leave the squabbling nobles to deal with the situation themselves. This will be disastrous. The loss of our lucky ring will bring ruin upon my family. And what this has done, it's increased defiance among the barons and lowered.
Nobody breaks the law on my watch.
Nemesis, you little shit. The defiance is now lowered in the east. Blood and the stars. That is nothing but a baseless superstition. Even so, Baron prays Joko's sheep come down with a dreadful disease right afterwards, lowering the farming of the march to 3. Well done. Well done, counts. Tension rises between the two families, with fights breaking out between their households whenever they visit the capital. The stability has lowered to 5. Hey, the Drow! Thanks, buddy. Welcome on in, Godless Warlock, Triple Stamp, Thajodi, Why Can't I Post as Guest, and Puppy's Mouse Ihasi. Welcome on in. Drow, how are you, buddy? Hopefully you enjoyed the second dream. Very good to see you. Thank you very much, bud. Avalanche. Chief Vanwell.
A devastating avalanche has buried a mountain village within my domain. There were few survivors.
I suppose the kingdom should lend a helping hand. A tragedy, but there is nothing we can do. No, we will lend a helping hand, Vanwell. The other nobles are under no obligation to help the north, but surely they will vote with compassion? Question mark. Guys, well, you gotta help out. You gotta help out the chiefs. 3 options. A, send financial aid. B, instruct the archbishop to lead a memorial for the lost. Or C, there is nothing to be done. I am going to veto there is nothing that can be done. I want to see you guys aid them in whatever way you possibly can. Enjoy. Good luck voting.
How could you do this? I can't believe it. For democracy.
So I'm just catching up on chat. Guys, what is happening? If you would like to join, do !join, followed by he, she, or they, whichever pronoun you go by, and you will join the game. Get involved. Right. The winner is B. Instruct the archbishop to lead a memorial for those lost. Unfortunately, the archbishop decides to take the opportunity of the memorial to blame the disaster on the victims, claiming that the 9th god has punished the North for their pagan ways. Defiance in the North has grown, and faith couldn't get any lower. The chiefs are furious. And finally, the Honor Guard. One evening, you're sitting up in bed, reading some paperwork, when, I just want to point out, by the way, we've got 69 nobles in the game. Nice. One evening, you're sitting up in bed, reading some paperwork, when a filth-encrusted peasant wanders into your bedchamber, as bold as... Well done on the nice... Well done, guys. I'm very impressed with you. Hello, you Madge. Glad I finally found you. It bloody plays a maze, my one I can say. Who are you? Oh, me? My name's Quacking Tony, you Madge. Pleased to meet you. Listen, I've got a bloody great idea for you. What if we tie a bunch of birds to a knot? I reckon you could field some aerial troops and totally dominate the battlefield. Before Quacking Tony can explain further, your marshal bursts into the bedchamber, sword drawn.
Your Majesty, I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. I have no idea where the Palace Watch are. Do you want me to kill this intruder?
Yes, kill him. He's speaking nonsense. No, I want to hold a vote on his proposal.
Whatever you say, Your Majesty.
She goes and gathers up your council, who trickle into the hall in their pajamas, rubbing sleep from their eyes. They don't look particularly pleased to be woken up. Guys, get voting. Should we experiment with tying birds to knights for the purpose of aerial combat? A, yes, and the pilot program will be in the east. Yes, and the pilot program will be in the north. Or C, yes, and the pilot program will be in the march. Or D, no, this is incredibly stupid. There you go. We support the counts, not biased. Well, it seems to me that people want the aerial knights to be in the north. There are 10 seconds remaining on the vote, guys. 10 seconds remaining. It might get close between D and B. No, I think that's it. Voting is closed. Yes! And the pilot program will be in the north. Under Quacking Tony's close supervision, a flock of ravens are tied to a northern warrior. Instead of flying, the knight is lost in the flurry of mad pecking and pooping. Stability is now civil. Quacking Tony insists you merely used the wrong type of bird. Further experiments are conducted with owls, eagles, geese, woodpeckers, ostriches, and little grebes before the hundreds of northern troops quit in disgust. Military is now capable, and defiance is now grumbling. Needless to say, this whole thing is an embarrassing failure, and my authority has dropped from 4 to 3.
Your Majesty, if that peasant had been a maniac with a crossbow, I dread to think of what could have happened.
If one thing's clear from this mess, it's that you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe. Not like the pathetic watch. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. Do I trust any of you? No. What foreign mercenaries do you suggest? A band of fearsome fighters from the Tatterlands called the Battle-Bidden Brethren. They specialize in bodyguard work, but they're costly, and hiring foreigners will betray a lack of confidence in our kingdom's fighters. Do I trust any of these guys to maybe have my back? Do I trust the Flying Knights? Tell me about the Northern Warriors. Bearded oafs with axes and no manners. They'll get drunk and cause trouble in the palace. No discipline at all. I can't guarantee they won't run off on some random quest, but they're honorable and in a fight unbeatable. Okay. Tell me about the veterans of the march. These soldiers have fought more battles than they've had hot dinners. They'll be uncouth, no doubt, and won't adapt well to life in the palace, but they're loyal and tough as nails. Okay, tell me about the Eastern Knights. The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They'll understand palace etiquette. It's been years since they fought an actual battle. They mostly write poems these days. I've made my decision. Is there anyone who would like to offer their faction forward? Pick the East. We're just as edgy as your younger self. Okay, you know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Maybe we will go with the Eastern Knights. I'll make the arrangements at once. The knights arrive a few weeks later. They are all extremely pale and extremely polite. The commander introduces herself with a florid bow before reading out a poem she's written for the occasion. Somebody once told me the world was going to roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. End season. Ooh! End of turn! Nobles use their personal wealth to bid on buildings, and only the 2 highest funded will be built. Use the command !fund X and Y, where X is the character code and Y is the amount you're pledging. So, if you're a chief and you want your military to go... Wait, down? Why would you do that? If you're a chief and wanted your stability to go up, you can do !fund C followed by the amount of coin you want to give. Start auction! You have a whole minute to vote, guys. And for those over in the YouTube chat wondering what's happening with Warframe today, guys, there is a big episode in 2 hours and 10 minutes, and it goes by the name of The Second Dream. And if you are a YouTube member, you get another video because you've already seen The Second Dream, so you're going to get Tuesday's video early, which again, live in 2 hours and 10 minutes. Enjoy. 28 seconds remain on the vote. Currently, the leader is the Aqueduct for the Counts, because of course they need to raise their farming. So if you guys wanted to usurp them, you would try and outbid them on another property. But that feels like that would be rather tough, because they have put nearly 10,000 coins into the construction of the aqueduct. There you go. It is done. It is done. Make a Stay was the biggest contributor to the aqueduct, and the barons built the prison, lowering the stability of the kingdom, and again the counts raising their farming, both leading in to their chosen victory path. Okay, I'm going to begin by finding a spouse. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy master. But there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Why haven't you... Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. I've been busy. Is it really that urgent? But mother, I don't want to get married. I've been busy. You'd better find the time. Don't worry. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What's your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? I'll go for a woman. Why not? Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Okay. Right. Let's go for begging for scraps. When Count Hisslizard enters the council chambers, his clothes are stained and rumpled, and his face is haggard. I hesitated before coming here, Your Highness, but I had no choice. What's happened to you? I won't allow such suffering in my kingdom. What happened to you? I should have known this would happen. I am utterly penniless. I beg for whatever spare coin the council can give. Okay. So, 3 options. Chief Risque View is wealthy. He should help. B, the crown should provide funds from the treasury. Or C, you must deal with it yourself. I'm going to do call for unity and begin the vote. Enjoy. Enjoy. No, it's not defunct. I don't know what you're talking about. Vote B, vote A, vote C. God, you guys are all over the place. Counts vote C. We need farming. No. It's neck and neck between B and C. I'll let you guys vote a little bit more. Just to see. Any more votes coming in? Okay, there's more votes coming in. I'm gonna count down from 10 and then I'm gonna click continue. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Voting has closed. 20 nobles voted for the crown should provide funds from the treasury. Callum, yeah, is there anything I'm looking at YouTube chat. periodically. Thank you, Your Grace. Your kindness won't be forgotten. Treasury is now down to 2,000. Count Hislizard's wealth has increased. And Defiance in the east has lowered to 0, despite already being at 0. You arrange for the treasurer to send coins to his land. Word of your generosity spreads throughout the east. I've got to look after my people, right? I love the east. But what I'm not looking forward to, Northern Outrage. I wonder if this will be linked to the fact that we got them to strap ravens to them. Let's find out. I demand the Archbishop apologize for insulting us at the Avalanche Memorial the other month. Oh, God. We may worship different gods than the rest of you, but we're all citizens of the same kingdom. We deserve respect. Sack the Archbishop and replace him with one who'll keep his mouth shut. Order the Archbishop to apologize. Stay silent on the matter. Or D, declare the Archbishop has the king's full support. I'm going to veto B. Enjoy. Callum, I can try and find it. Hold on. I'm going to scroll up in chat, but it might have disappeared. I may have missed it. Sorry, Callum. For anyone who's over on the YouTube joining memberships, by the way, thank you very much. I really hope you guys enjoy the episodes today. I'm really, really proud of them. And the winner! Oh, God. I should have vetoed this. Sack the Archbishop and replace him with one who'll keep his mouth shut. Oh, no. Why did I not see that lowered stability? Oh, my God, it lowered it by 2? I've made a faux pas. 2 burly officers drag the Archbishop from the church. Still dressed in his striped pajamas, his replacement is installed before nightfall. Defiance in the north is lowered to 1. The kingdom's stability is lowered to 3. Faith in the march is now devout. It's dutiful in the east. Defiance is 6 in the march, and Defiance is 2 in the east. The Archbishop's sacking satisfies the north, but the rest of the kingdom is in shock at such treatment of a holy man. In sermons up and down the country, priests preach that you are a tyrant. Perfect. I want to be remembered as a conqueror, so this is working perfectly. Okay. How do I want to tax the people? How do I want to tax the people? Yeah, that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good. How do we want to go about doing this? Well, I quite like my friends over in the east, and I want to make sure that their pockets remain lined. So I'm going to bribe them. No, I'm not. I'm going to go to common tax. I don't like the chiefs, and I don't like the barons, so you guys can suck it up and deal...
Time to rebel.
You can suck it up and deal with this, okay? Des, hey! Thank you very much for the 63 months, buddy. Welcome back. Very good to see you. Hopefully you're well. No taxation without... No. No. It's too late. It's too late. Callum, awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for the kind words, buddy. Andy playing right into the Count's hands again? Who would have guessed? Purple already has way too much money. You want them to win? Oh, okay, we'll remember this. Well... I don't want their defiance to go any higher. The barons are getting pretty defiant, actually. Okay, no, let me have a proper think about this. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to bribe the barons to keep them happy. I'm going to... cruel tax the counts. Common tax. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. Confirm tax. Defiance is now aggrieved, and the East Defiance is now grumbling. Continue to rebellion report. The Counts sell a cursed idol to gullible Deneen merchants for 500 wealth. The other nobles gain 200. Okay. What do we got going on here? Defiance is too high, and one or more regions are considered rebellion. Rebelling will stop the region from advancing their scheme, and they can't be taxed or take part in normal votes. So the barons are on the verge of rebellion, despite me having just paid them off, mind you. Okay. End season. So the barons can begin a rebellion if they would like to, but it would ruin their scheme if they were to do so. Let's begin by going to eligible options. Gen X Gaming, it will be in about 2 hours. Same time every day. Every weekday. I've found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, I know. And a partner for life to have and to hold, don't forget. I suppose so, but the alliance comes first. Your mother leads you to the Great Hall, where she's arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. All right then, let's see the eligible bachelorettes. She whisks away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Odwin, firstborn daughter of the Northern Cyan Surfer 9 clan. She's been a melancholy sort ever since she was a child, but otherwise, she's decent enough company. She's made herself quite wealthy with a series of shrewd investments. Had a bit of controversy a while back when her clan hall burned down. Apparently, her peasants were to blame. I can see the appeal, I suppose. This is Amalia, the eldest daughter of the Eastern Megastay-Pod dynasty. I'm not sure why the artist made her look so severe, just a trick of the light, perhaps. A very pious young lady. She's obsessed with her family's legacy. Okay. She's an intriguing candidate. And finally, we have the Marcher's offering. Henrika, scion of the prestigious Niena Yavatil bloodline.
Just a little bribe from the East for our gracious king who deserves his throne. Also shout out to the other nobles. Remember the good times? Like when we threw Andy into the river? Good times, good times.
I will remember this bribe. Thank you, Make a Stay. I'll take that into consideration. A typical baroness, really, loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. She had a meaningful encounter with a wizard a few years ago, and now spends most of her time brewing strange potions. Also got into a fight with her local bishop a couple years back. Gave him a bloody nose. Sounds like a laugh. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. I'm gonna go with... because I'm forging an alliance. Henrika, the Marcher's candidate. Boom. Defiance is now grumbling. Excellent. I'll make the arrangements. Defiance is below authority or stability. Technically correct. Right, let's go to... low on number. It's Chief Super Koji Man. Your Greatness, will you tell these superstitious counts to get over themselves and let us harvest their trees? We need the wood for our crafts, people. I've told you 1,000... Oh, wait, no, I'm meant to be Italian, aren't I? I've told you 1,000 times, Chief. The forest is thoroughly haunted. You'll damn us all if you go logging in there. But you sold us a logging contract, and said contract has no exclusions for haunting. Your Greatness, the counts can't be allowed to wiggle out of their commitments. Okay, should the chiefs be allowed to harvest lumber from the haunted forest in the east? Ooh. The chiefs have a contract and may go logging. B, let them harvest the lumber but share the proceeds with the counts. C, turn the forest into a joint northern-eastern hunting reserve. Or D, fence off the area to make sure no one goes near it. Okay, go. Take it away. Take it away. The chiefs have a contract and may go logging. It is looking pretty close, pretty neck and neck between A and C at the minute. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. I'm gonna count to 10. 1. No, count down from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue. Voting has closed. C. Turn the forest into a joint northern eastern hunting reserve.
A hunting reserve? That's not what we asked for. We need lumber, you fools.
Defiance is now grumbling. The King ND Friendship Reserve doesn't really get off the ground as the Counts avoid it out of fear and habit. Still, at least it keeps the Chiefs from hacking it down. Thank you for welcoming me into the Friendship Reserve, guys. And finally, a curious discovery. Chief Vanwell.
Your Majesty will recall the devastating avalanche that struck the north.
Yes, I remember. A tragedy.
The avalanche uncovered an ancient stone door embedded in the mountainside. We suspect it may be one of our ancestors' tombs. Some locals pried open the door and investigated within. They did not return.
Oh no. Okay, well, what is the best way to investigate this newly discovered tomb in the north? A. Send a group of renowned northern warriors to explore the ruins. B. Send a team of scholars from the Quail University. Or order the tomb shut back up. I'm going to veto order the tomb shut back up. I want to go in. I want to be getting in there. Let's get involved. You killjoy. Nah, we're not shutting it. That'd be devastating. Their tomb, their problem. Enjoy. Get voting, guys. 10 seconds. This is going to be another tight vote, isn't it? Good luck, everyone. Okay. It would seem A is 1. Send a group of renowned northern warriors to explore the ruins. Good luck, guys. The chiefs of the north have had it real rough this game, haven't they? The north has no short supply of warrior heroes. The only problem is finding a group who are willing to work together. There are a lot of ancient feuds to tiptoe around. The chiefs finally settle on a champion named Hrothvir. Known for juggling live scorpions, he will lead a band of brave warriors into the tomb. You hope to hear back from them soon. And finally, end season. A charismatic general, what is this? While the king settles into his young reign, a general has risen in the march. The indomitable Baron Rudolph. Baron Crimson KMR, aka Kevin. I'm trying to remember how to do the voice for the barons. It's been so long. General, fantastic news! We're ready to move forward. It's with the plan. The kingdom is in such a state that commoners are begging for someone to save them. All we need is a suitable boogeyman to get them really riled up. The Ashmedian Empire will do, I should think. After all, they've always coveted our lands, especially in the march. And how would our dear king stop them with the kingdom in such a state? Good thinking, General. While your campaign warns of the Ashmedian threat and proposes a march of defense, we will build an army to back your words. For the next stage of the Baron's scheme, their stat goal is to have the highest military in 3 seasons. Okay, by royal decree, we can tweak the laws governing how the council works. Okay, I'm going to get rid of Monarch's vote, probably in favor of... Nobles must vote for the least fair. I'm going to go for Monarch's Iron Choice. Please choose one. I'm going to get rid of Monarch's vote. There you go. Rebellion report. Defiance is too high, and one or more regions is considered in rebellion, and that will be the Counts of the East. Good luck, guys. End year. Okay, a laughing stock, the royal wedding, and Hrothvir returns. Let's begin with a laughing stock. Your Majesty, the acclaimed playwright Reginald Sullivan has written another smash hit. All the theaters in the capital are showing it nightly. Oh, wonderful. I love his work. So do I. So does everyone. But the problem is that the new play features a character obviously based on you. An admiring homage. How delightful. You misunderstand me, Your Highness. The character is played by a professional clown named Biffo. At one point, a bucket of custard is upended over his head as he sits on the throne. Your Highness, peasants and nobles alike are watching this play. The theaters are packed. You must put a stop to it. You simply cannot be known as King Biffo. I think I'll attend the play myself. A shocked silence falls in the theater as heralds announce your arrival. You wave from the royal box as the actors stare up at you, clearly horrified. The show must go on. The play begins. Soon enough, the Clown King arrives on stage, immediately tripping on his own robes. They somehow found an actor who looks just like you. Endless humiliations are heaped on this honking, squeaking parody. Finally, the play concludes with the custard-drenched king handing his crown to the deserving hero. All eyes turn to you. How do you react? Climb onto the stage. The actors shrink away from you. The audience are deadly silent. Everyone's terrified of what you'll do next. Congratulate the actors on a hilarious play. The audience break into relieved cheers. The actors bow before you, weeping from gratitude. After that, the whole capital can talk about nothing but your good humor and mercy. Easy. All part of the plan. Absolute power move, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go to the royal wedding. Your wedding to Henrika is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Henrika at your side. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife? I do. Then I pronounce you king and wife. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new wife, Henrika, dances so vigorously that she spills wine all over herself. Defiance across the kingdom has lowered, authority has increased, as has stability. By the time you find yourself alone with Henrika, it's past midnight, and you've never felt more tired. Good God, I'm so drunk, and yet somehow not drunk enough. Time for more wine! Servants, bring us wine! That's the spirit! So, what do you like to do in your spare time? What did you think of the wedding? Shall we go to bed together? I think we should sleep in separate bed chambers for now. What did you think of the wedding? It was damn beautiful from start to finish, wasn't it? I had a whale of a time. Shall we go to bed together? Come on. Come on. No time like the present, eh? She swigs back the last dregs of her wine and leads you to bed. Guys. Absolute cinema. Smooth as butter. Hrothvir returns.
We've received word from Hrothvir, Your Majesty. He's returned for his exploration of the mountain tomb.
Ah, he's back.
Yes, he is. Unfortunately, Your Majesty, this does not cause a celebration. Hrothvir now marches at the head of an army of magic warriors made entirely from ice. They believe Hrothvir is their ancient king.
Shit. Troubling news indeed. Is this a joke? Why does stuff like this always happen to me? Troubling news indeed. Traitor Hrothvir plans to take your throne with his frozen army. We don't have long to decide on a response. Do you know the origin of these ice warriors?
Gifted a tier 1 sub to Henrika.
Henrika, my beloved. Welcome on in. Thank you very much, NT. Thanks, buddy. Do we know the origin of these ice warriors?
The ancient northern kingdom Bjarnolf was rumored to be a warlock who created his own soldiers from snow and used them to crush his rivals. If these are his creations, though, they must be over 400 years old.
Okay. What should the council do about Hrothgar and his army of frozen warriors as they march on the capital? 3 choices. A. Order the chiefs to gather their army and face Hrothgar in battle. B. Send an assassin after Hrothgar. Or C. Do nothing. I don't know what to do here. Oh my god, I'm torn. I'm completely torn.
I don't know what to write here.
Hey, Nightwind, welcome back for 49 months. How are you, sir? Welcome on in. Can we get some love and chat for the one, the only, the lovely, the phenomenal, the Nightwind, with the 4 years and 1 month. Thank you, Nightwind. A pleasure, as always, to be in your company, sir. I think I'm going to go for Iron's Monarch's Iron Choice. And do nothing. So it counteracts the authority loss. If you vote for it. There you go. Get voting. Enjoy, guys. I think this might be quite close. I'm surprised more people aren't voting A. I feel like, not that I care at all here, but I would have thought that anyone who isn't a chief would have voted A to try and get them to fight. Send an assassin after Hrothgar. Okay, let's go. Voting is closed. 27 nobles voted for send an assassin after Hrothgar. Your assassin strikes true. Hrothgar is dead before the week is out, strangled in his bedroll. The Ice Warriors retaliate by rampaging around the countryside, burning farms and killing peasants. The North is now going to starve to death because their farming is 0. Your army tries to fight them, but the Ice Warriors prove impossible to catch, blending into the snow and avoiding the northern troops. Eventually, the Ice Warriors claim a nearby mountain fortress and dig in, resisting all attempts to root them out. Well, that went well. End season. The famine begins. Late at night, 2 counts meet in an ancient stone cemetery to discuss their schemes against the king. Countess X, Little Blue Tiefling. Our grain stores are looking much more impressive than the rest of the kingdom. Count August _97. Yes, and I've had peasants from the north moving onto my lands, desperate to sponge off of our prosperity. How exquisite, but I won't be summoning this demon be difficult. It's magic beyond our usual fare. The walls of reality are sturdy, but they can be weakened. A tide of blood must swallow this kingdom in its wake. Chaos. For the next stage of their scheme, counts must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons. The Legend of Odheld's Horn. Northern sagas tell of Odheld's Horn, once gifted to mortals by the honey-blooded prince himself, then lost to the snows of time, never to be found again. Until now.
I have it! Odheld has spoken! Last night during the storm, I beseeched the drunken vessel himself, and lo, did lightning strike the earth far to the north. That's where I'll find the horn. You mean, into the frozen wastes? Aye! Have everyone muster their best warriors. We're headed into the domain of the ice giants.
For the next stage of the chief scheme, they must raise their military to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Okay, Your Majesty, these upstarts are saying they have a right to your throne. No doubt, nobles are already scheming to crown their region's preferred claimant. Let's see about that. The Ice Fortress, bankruptcy looms, and eaten by a tree. All right, let's check in on bankruptcy looming. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. What do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You could get a bank loan, or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. I own the Royal Mint, don't I? Make more coins. Take a hefty loan from Salvin and Gaul Bank. Sell off some of the royal jewelry to wealthier nobles. Or time to crack open some tombs. I feel like printing more money will piss people off. That doesn't seem great. Time to crack open some tombs. Lower stability. I can't be lowering the stability anymore. I can't do that. I'll sell off some jewelry to the wealthier nobles. I can't raid the tombs, guys. I can't lower stability. I need to keep that where it is. Authority can maybe go down by 1. Maybe. You auction off dozens of necklaces, 5 gold rings, and a jeweled scepter to the nobles. It is a humiliating affair, selling off symbols of power makes you look weak and desperate. Oh, Countess Eriu. Oh, look at this tiara. Fetching, isn't it? Don't mind if I do. Countess Eriu's wealth is decreased, and the treasury is now 1050. Thank you, Eriu. Baron Crit Wrench.
Hey, check out the scepter. It's like I'm the king.
Baron Crit Wrench's wealth is decreased. Treasury is now up. Thank you, Crit. Enjoy your scepter. Eaten by a tree. What is happening over here? Chief Canopio and Games.
Your Highness! Chief Super Koji Man has gone missing in the King Endy Friendship Reserve. His servants say he was eaten by a tree.
Chief Super Koji Man has died. Super Koji Man II has joined the council. I warned you, didn't I? Those trees are clearly possessed by evil spirits of the primordial east. Looks like Count Osfrog Girl was right all along. Eaten by a tree, how does that work? Listen, I'm going all in on the counts here. I think Osfrog Girl was leading the charge.
Your Highness, please. We need to burn this stupid grove to the ground before more people go missing.
You want to go anywhere near it, if you know what is good for you. Okay, we've got 3 options. A, muster an army of loggers to chop it down. B, set fire to the forest. We're vetoing that. And C, close the King Endy Friendship Reserve for good. Okay, let's go. Good luck, guys. Oh, shut up. Are you voting for closing it? How dare you end the Friendship Reserve? I think we should go and chop it down and anger the spirits. Guys, what is... Vote A. A vote for A is a vote for peace. A vote for peace is a vote for a good future for our kids. I know there's at least 10 of you sat there who haven't voted. Exclamation mark, vote A. I'm telling you, it's what you need to do. Okay, more people are voting for C. This is having the reverse effect. My kids love war. Oh, God. Okay. They've been bred for war, have they? Close the King Endy Friendship Reserve for good.
Is the council going to ignore the fact that a chief has just died? Do you mean so little to you?
The sovereignty of the East is more important than avenging the foolish comrade, who, as a reminder, got killed by a tree. The chiefs continue to bicker and grumble, but none dare go near the grove. It's creepy man-eating trees fall into legend once more. And then, the one I've been scared to click on. The Ice Fortress. Greg, same time as normal episodes, so 6:30 you'll be getting the new one. Thank you for asking.
The Ice Warriors in the north have occupied an old ruined castle. They're rebuilding it and declaring themselves an independent fiefdom, still loyal to the long-dead King Bjarnulf.
We cannot let this stand. They're a threat that must be dealt with. Okay. The vote is for A. Send a diplomatic envoy to the Ice Warriors. B. Deliver them the crumbling skeleton of King Bjarnolf. C. Send the Northern Army to wipe them out. Or D. Do nothing. Now, reminder that the chiefs want their military up. So if you are not a chief, you want to vote C. Stating that for the record, if you are not a chief, you want to be voting C. You want to crush their military. I'm just saying. There it is. Voting is closed. Send the Northern Army to wipe them out. Good luck. Good luck. The resultant siege is so long and fierce. The Ice Warriors don't need to eat or drink, so you can't starve them out. Instead, your northern troops attack the walls day after day, taking terrible losses. Stability is now stable. Military is now inadequate. Finally, the walls fall. Your troops overrun the battlements. Sorry, I love that the Chiefs are really getting hammered. And I'm not going to lie, I did lean into trying to get people to vote against the Chiefs because I'm enjoying how much they're struggling. Anyway, finally, the walls fall. Your troops overrun the battlements. In the aftermath, the Ice Warriors' melting shards littered the snow. Hi, kids. Something deep and primordial and tribal within me. I think the Chiefs are going to win. I think the Chiefs are going to win. Guys, the auction is beginning. Exclamation mark, fund, space, the letter of what you want to fund, space, the amount of money you would like to pledge. Don't forget that you can craft things on behalf of the other factions. So if you would like to, you can pledge money onto, for whatever reason, an opponent's building if you wanted. It's up to you. It is up to you. Now, of course, the barons are wanting their military to be the best. So they're going to try and go all in on funding the fortress. But maybe this is a situation where people want to try and vote for a second building to overtake that. It's close. The barons are continuing to pump money into B. There you go. Their military is gone up by 1. This is a devastating blow. Buildings funded. Congratulations, August and Sully, on being the biggest contributors. Annoyingly, they did build a prison, which means my stability is lowered by 1. Requisitioning rare reagents, blasphemy, and about your heir? Do I have an heir? Your marriage to Henrika has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough, but you've made some good memories together. There's no spark. She cares more about her stupid alchemical experiments than your happiness. But spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. I'm very happy, thank you. Your happiness isn't as important as fulfilling your duty to the kingdom, but I'm glad you found a way to have both. You've done well so far, but there's something missing. An heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. My wife and I, no, you know what? I'm pretty sure I have a bastard child lying around somewhere. The church won't be happy, but they're just as keen to avoid a civil war as we are. They'll legitimize the bastard without much fuss. I'll meet with the Archbishop tomorrow. Blasphemy? We'll click that one next. Hold on. Requisitioning rare reagents. Hey, Greg, thank you for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. It's very sweet of you to say. And Jawa, if I'm saying your name right, enjoy today's episode. Andy, I've come to ask a favor. I recently purchased a very rare reagent for one of my alchemical studies. A rare eastern herb known as Sashara's Tears. Unfortunately, it's been delayed. I was buying it from Count Defunct. It'd be a great favor to me if you could chase it up on my behalf. I'll look into it. Grand. Let me know how you fare. You summon Count Defunct to the council chambers the next day to talk in private. Oh, greetings, Your Highness. What can I do for you? I have something for my wife. Lamentably, I can't give you the specimen just yet. This is embarrassing, but the package was damaged in transit. Improper preservation measures and all that. I've already disciplined my lowborn for the mistake, naturally. But the flower's already ruined. Crushed beyond recognition, I'm afraid. I'm trying to source another specimen, but Shishara's tears are very rare indeed. Keep looking, then. Henrika will have to wait. I'll see if anyone else has one to sell. Just hand over the damaged specimen. I'm sure it'll be fine. Are you sure, Your Majesty? It'll be terribly crushed and half-rotted. Not suitable for display or replanted at all. You dismiss his concerns with a wave of your hand. Henrika receives the specimen before week's end. She is most pleased with it. After all, wife... What a weird way of describing it. After all, wife only needed the extract of the plant. Contrary to Count Defunct's beliefs, you were never going to put it on display. Why is he the lone non-Italian? That's... I've been fortunate enough to hear Defunct speak, and I'm pretty sure that's a close approximation. Blasphemy! High Inquisitor, Your Highness, an urgent matter. My agents suspect there's a reason behind the recent unrest. The Counts are stirring up chaos to power some kind of dark ritual. What sort of ritual? We don't know yet. They've been too careful, but we must fight back against this sacrilege. Oh god. Order kingdom-wide curfews to calm things down, send inquisitors to uncover proof of this ritual, delay scheme for one season, or leave the Counts to their petty business. If you guys are a member of the Chiefs or the Barons, you need to deal with this. You cannot let them win. You gotta deal with it. You cannot vote C. I have vetoed C. Because we need to come down hard on them, guys. We can't let them win. I liked it better when you were on our side. Why did the Counts get the vote on this? Because they're part of the council. They're part of the council. King Biffo the Tyrant? What are you voting on? So it says at the top, just in case, how can the church crack down on the Count's demonic activity? So this is to prevent the Counts from winning, because they're trying to summon a famine demon. And if we allow them to summon a famine demon, well, that's not good, is it? This tiara says leave the Counts alone. That's why I sold it, because I don't like it anymore. So, you voted for sending inquisitors to uncover proof of this ritual, delaying their scheme for one season. A small army of inquisitors rifle through the Count's estates and question the peasants on their lands. Several high-profile Counts are captured and interrogated at length. It's harder for them to perform their rituals and make their preparations while they're trying to dodge the Inquisition's agents. The Count's efforts have been hampered. Their stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of the next season. Ike, yeah, I'm liking the cut of your jib. Heck yeah. Okay, end season. Across the kingdom, commoners and nobles alike are now turning to General Rudolph, who promises to rescue them from the king's weak rule. There are daily parades in the general's honor. A cult of personality begins to form. Commoners are signing up in droves to fight for King Rudolph. Oh, I'm jumping the gun. For Rudolph. His popularity far eclipses the king's. In the Grand Hall of Baron Crimson KMR's castle, a number of figures are hunched around the hearth, plotting away. Soon the people will beg us to dispose our pathetic king. The general is in place. It's time for the final blow. What's next? Voting is open. How should the barons take over the kingdom and install General Rudolph as the new king? A. Provoke a civil war and take over the palace for the king's safety. Goal, to raise others' defiance. Or B. Enact a swift and brutal palace coup. Goal, lower authority. Barons, you have limited time to vote. It's about to run out, so vote fast and vote hard. Does that make any sense? Absolutely not. Okay, let's go. Enact a swift and brutal palace coup. Brutal and efficient. I believe the general will be happy with that. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go! Not just yet. The king's grip on the kingdom is loosening, but it must be weak enough to allow the general inside the palace. For the final stage of their scheme, the barons must lower authority to 1 or less. Retrieving the horn. Back at Chief Durthon's clan hall, a troop of warriors are gathering for the journey north. But their numbers leave something to be desired.
You call this an army? This is barely enough warriors to raid a chicken coop. How are we supposed to brave the ice giants with these greenhorns? We're working on it. It'll take time for our warriors to join us. But we put out a call over a year ago. By the Star Flare! Get us more warriors, will ya? I don't care how.
The chief's aim is to raise the military to at least 5. Okay. How do I want to punish people? How do I want to punish people? We are going to cruelly tax the barons because they're about to go to war with me. So you guys can get screwed. That does raise your defiance by 1. That is bearable for me. Chiefs, you've had a rough go of it. I'm going to keep you in my good books. The counts. You know what? I'll leave you on common tax. There you go. Itching for a fight. Horror in the East. Refugee crisis. Okay, what's the refugee crisis looking like? Count aid the bubble. The North is experiencing a terrible famine, Your Majesty, and a steady trickle of refugees have been pouring into the East. It is a terrible tragedy. They're looking for food and steady work, but finding neither. They've turned to begging. The streets of eastern cities are crowded with northern vagrants.
But I'm sorry that my suffering. People are clogging up the precious eastern streets. They need help, not judgment. Will the council give it?
Says Chief Dadams. Okay. 4 options. A. Distribute grain among the starving peasants in the north. B. Fund the local militia to deal with the beggars. C. Close the roads out of the north. Or D. The king will personally hand out bread to the refugees in the east. Okay. Okay. Enjoy voting. Good luck. $20 seconds remain. What should be done about the refugees flocking from the north to the east? A, B, or C? A vote for B is a vote for freedom. And if it helps, I can do it in a... I can say freedom in a Scottish accent. Freedom! A vote for the B is a vote for freedom! Come on! They can take our lives, but they'll never have, or never take, a freedom! Right, fine, continue, whatever. Voting's closed. Close the roads out of the north. Closing the roads means sending soldiers out into the countryside to build barricades. This diverts manpower from keeping order from the north itself. Riots are widespread. Trade is now destitute among the northern people. Stability is now unstable, and defiance is 4. Meanwhile, the flow of refugees into the east barely slows. They just abandon the roads and take the perilous journey across hills and forests instead. Tensions heighten between the chiefs and the counts. You guys are fighting each other while the barons are about to take the throne. Guys, come on. What are you doing over there? We need to be uniting against the threat of the south. Huh? Disappointing. Horror in the East. Conte Kosh. Your Grace, a monster has been stalking my farms at night, smashing down the doors of cottages and feasting on the peasants inside. How many victims? 12, Your Grace, and only a few have survived the attacks. The survivors tell a garbled story about gleaming fangs amid a mountain of blood-soaked fur. Oh, God. That bodes well. A, B, or C? How should the council deal with the monster in the east? A. Send the count's army to deal with the abomination. B. Offer a substantial bounty on the monster. Or C. This is of no concern of ours. Which I'm vetoing. You are not voting for C. OMG, Biffo! I don't want to be called Biffo. Send the Count's armies to deal with the abomination. Oh, God. It's a 35% chance, guys. It's going to be close. Are you ready? Will the Count's army succeed? The regiment... Oh, no. The regiment marches in circles for weeks through swamps and mud, but fails to hunt down the elusive beast. When they return, many soldiers appear to have brought back some manner of disease from the bog. They're coughing, pale, and too weak to hold their swords. Meanwhile, the monster's attacks continue to menace the east. You hear reports that it no longer confines its attacks to the nighttime. Soon, peasants are too afraid to tend their crops, which lie rotting in the field. Great. And then finally, itching for a fight. Oh, God.
Your Majesty, we in the March have finished a complete reorganization of our new army. It truly is a powerful beast now.
Very lovely.
Moreover, I was hoping the crowd might be willing to host some military exercises. The soldiers are restless.
Can you define exercises for me?
We just need a suitable campaign to whet our swords and spears. An unbloodied army isn't worth its salt, I say.
Let's see what the council thinks. Instead of a costly war, Your Highness, we could establish mercenary companies that fight abroad and take a healthy cut of the profits. Or, if Your Majesty wishes to gain something more than gold, we should use our might as intended and make inroads into Tavalin, whose meager army will surely be no match. Okay. Guys, would you like to A, establish, and this would penalize the barons. So if you are a member of the counts or the chiefs, you probably want to do all in your power to ruin the barons here. So, A, establish mercenary companies loyal to the barons. B, start a border dispute with Tavalin. Or C, embark on a full-scale invasion of the Ashmedian Empire. And I'm gonna use my call for unity on C, which apparently I can't do. Try that again. That's so strange. +1. Oh, I just got to. Okay, there you go. Start vote. I'm there. Enjoy. It works on all. Yeah, I get it now. That's awesome. If you are not a baron, you want to be voting C. It would ruin the barons. If barons get A, it's game over. The barons will win. We have to outvote them on A. We have to. Any more votes? I'm not going to cut it early. You will make some time. Your military is 8. You are unstoppable. Voting has closed. Embark on a full-scale invasion of the Ashmedian Empire. Continue. Huzzah! Let's teach those Ashmedian dogs a lesson for existing without our permission. Stability is now unstable. Defiance is now cordial. Stability is now turbulent. Authority is now dubious. Willfully misinterpreting a standard diplomatic message as a grave insult, you send a declaration of war to the Ashmedian Empire. You've never seen the barons so excited. Their military can stay high. We need authority to remain where it is. That's why we wanted to go for C. Right? The Flying Jandal plays 1 hour and 15 minutes. It's a good one. End season. Tearing the Veil. A pair of counts face each other in silence. A code word is exchanged. They speak of their latest schemes. I just imagine they go, a biffo, a biffo, a king a biffo. A good news from the capital, my friend. Well, a bad news, but good for us. Ah, yes. Fires, wanton murder, giant spiders. Indeed. And what is more, I sold the other regions a few emergency supplies in their panic. Superb. The fabric between worlds is wearing thin. The time is ripe to summon a demon. But which honored guest should we invite? Oh, God. Alright, good luck, guys. You gotta vote. Which demon would you like to summon? A. Ankarazad, Lord of Dismay, the Seventh God Smile. Or B. Belfamina, the Hungering Absence, Queen of Corruption. A sees you lower your own faith. B has you raising your own trade. Good luck. Here we go. What's it going to be? How many are they going to need? Belfamina will bring pestilence and starvation to the lands. She is perfect for our plans. When she arrives, the crown will be ours for the taking. Her summoning ritual requires rare reagents from across Celestat, the petals of a Sarkanes orchid, the eye of an Ateshi salamander. Indeed, we'll stockpile resources before initiating the rite. There's no time to waste. For the final stage of their scheme, the counts must raise their trade to at least 7. Okay. By royal decree, we can tweak the laws governing how the council works. We can't pass more than 3 of these laws at once, and only 1 may be used per vote. Stop the count. Monarch's golden choice. If nobles vote for the monarch's choice, they gain 500 personal wealth. 600 treasury if the nobles vote for the selected option. If the nobles vote otherwise, minus 200. I'm happy with mine. Panic in the council, war with Ashmead, and vultures. Alright, let's go to vultures first. What the hell is happening to the poor chiefs now, I wonder?
Greedy eastern merchants are taking advantage of cheap northern labour, Your Majesty, exploiting our natural resources and putting our trading companies out of business. They're vultures! Vultures!
Is it really such a problem? This is just business. What should be done about eastern merchants exploiting the north? A. Kick out the counts and put trading companies back in northern hands. B. The king will buy up the eastern trading companies. Meg, thank you for the gobble gobble. Thank you for the 32 months. Thank you very much, Meg. And C. Hey, it's just business, baby. Hey. I don't think we can have C. Because C is what the counts want. They want to increase their trade. So I think I'm going to veto that. Yeah. No, this would affect the counts, because the counts are the ones who are exploiting them. So if we allowed them to get away with it, it would increase it. I think is how I'm reading it. I don't think the North's trade would go up if they continue to be exploited. Right? Because it's the counts who are selling things to the North and exploiting them. So allowing them to continue doing it would presumably raise their trade. B lowers whose trade? The Count's trade. B would have lowered the Count's trade. Yeah. Nominal, it's a good episode. In my honest opinion, I think you guys will enjoy it. Okay. A seventh Dagus. Trust me, those northern fools will run my companies into the ground. Defiance is now aggrieved in the east, and Count Vosif's wealth has decreased by half. All of the eastern companies in the north are transferred to new ownership. Lumberyards, fur traders, breweries, iron mines. Guys, I don't know if you can hear this. That's the sound of the chiefs coming back. Oh my god. It all goes to Chief NVWLS. As the months pass, it becomes evident that Count Vosif was wrong. The companies continue to make a nice profit, and their new owner spreads the wealth all across the north. Oh my god. This is pretty tight, you know. Like, anyone could win it at this point. Panic in the Council. Which is like a spin-off of Panic at the Disco. I was going to start singing a parody of... Anyway. I chimed in with a... Oh, whatever. My liege, I bring bad news from the march. We're receiving reports of... I am sure the news can wait. I bring urgent tidings from the north that demand the king's attention at once. Wait your turn, you ignorant dolt. Why don't you settle your quarrel outside? Meanwhile, I have news from the east that really is urgent. God, you're all giving me a headache. Now, one at a time. Order in the march is broken down, your highness. Some battalions have killed their own officers and begun roving the wilderness, acting like common bandits. Is that all? By Ordelshorn, the north is increasingly lawless, your highness. Some chiefs have taken advantage, declaring themselves independent of your rule. Countess misidentified Lemon. A man uses a word so still. The eastern courts are corrupt. Your highness, judges are letting off the vilest criminals in return for the slightest bit of coin. All these problems have arisen because the kingdom is increasingly unstable, your majesty. Something must be done. Agreed. What do you suggest? Unfortunately, we lack the resources to tackle all these problems at once. We must vote on which matter to prioritize. Okay, we've got three options. A, B, or C. A, hunt down the outlaws and deserters in the march, which would lower military, do something with defiance, but raise stability. Send troops to bring the independent chiefs back into the kingdom, which would do something with defiance. Lower military for the chiefs, which wouldn't be good. They want that to be going up. And finally, we've got reform the eastern courts, which would lower their trade, which is what anyone that isn't the counts wants to do. Good luck, guys. Good luck. You got it's losses for everyone involved. Everyone involved. Start vote. Yeah, make some time. They all suck, don't they? They really suck. I like that all of them increase stability, though. That's nice. Vote A, B, or C. Voting ends in about 10 seconds. I love how the court... Everyone who's part of the court is like, please, vote A. Oh, dear. Aw, Wanted Melon. Thank you, buddy. The next episode is a big deep dive into all of the new lore, which I think you'll enjoy. Right. Voting is closed. The whole kingdom is in trouble, but we can't have everyone. What region should we prioritize? 31 nobles voted for. I think Ike doesn't like the counts. Reform the eastern courts. Ike, how could you? The corrupt eastern judges are stubborn. When you try to remove them from their posts, they retaliate by enforcing all of the old forgotten laws that everyone had agreed to ignore. Suddenly, merchants are legally required to wear blindfolds on weekends, and every coin must be passed under the nose of a cat before it is spent. Trade grinds to a halt. Once the stupid old lords are repealed, you enact crucial legal reforms. No more corruption in the East, or at least less of it. The crisis in the East has been quashed, making the kingdom as a whole slightly more stable, but the nobles of other regions feel that you're ignoring their problems. Stability is up to 5, authority is at 4. Excellent, excellent. But we do have a war. Hey, Chemo, hello there, welcome, and... Hold on, I missed someone else. Wanted Melon, thank you for watching the video. Anyone else I've missed in YouTube chat? Hello, hopefully you're well. Okay, war with Ashmead. Baron, make some time.
Ha! You should have seen the look on the Ashmeadian diplomat's face when I told him we were declaring war on his pathetic empire. I kicked him in the rub as he left, for good measure.
Time to open a bottle of wine. Exactly how capable is the Ashmeadian military? We'll teach them to fear us. I have a bad feeling. You know what? No, I want to be a conqueror. We'll teach them to fear us. The Ashmeadian Empire's golden age is long behind it. They're still bigger than us, with more soldiers and a long history of conquest, but they lack discipline and are plagued by infighting. The kingdom's armies are in decent shape, but this will be difficult. News of the war inspires a wave of patriotic fervor across the kingdom. Old knights come out of retirement, and naive youths stampede to join the army. Hopefully, it'll prove enough. Rest assured, Your Highness, you'll have a... Oh, sorry.
Rest assured, Your Highness, we have our full support in this war. What's our opening gambit?
Right, we've got some options here. A, have the Spy Master send assassins and saboteurs into Ashmead. B, send a small expeditionary force to test the Empire's strength. C, begin a full-scale invasion of Ashmead. Or D, call upon the church to declare a holy crusade. I think we should begin a full-scale invasion. We've got to see what happens, guys. What's happening tomorrow, Meg? We are diving into Alan Wake, American Nightmare. And I can just hear a squealing coming from, like, South America. It's like a high-pitched droning noise. Can you hear that? Ah! No idea who that could be. Right. Congrats, guys. It's time to go to war. Begin a full-scale invasion of Ashmead! I'll start marshalling our troops. The Empire is no easy target. We only have one chance to get this right.
Nonsense. One swift kick and the whole house of cards will tumble down. Wait and see.
Well done, Ben. Yeah. Well done. End season. Right, so how are we doing here? We've got Rudolph. The authority is too high for them to progress. We've got the chiefs, who need their military to get to 5. They're really close. And Vashim over here with the counts. They need to raise their trade to 7. Which I don't think is going to happen anytime soon. Okay. Defiance is too high. On the verge of rebellion over in the chiefs. Awesome. Okay. Your heir. Yes. My bastard son. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to... The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My legitimized, natural-born son. My legitimized, natural-born daughter. My legitimized, natural-born child. My son. I'm holding my son in my arms. The assembled nobles break out into a polite applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom. Though the common folk may lose some faith in the church, seeing their king's extramarital adventures being forgiven so easily.
My liege, may I be the first to congratulate you on legitimizing your son? What is his name?
Endy II.
Huzzah, my liege. I'm sure little Endy II will grow up to be a chip off the old block.
Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. The true monster. What is happening over here? Conte Kosh!
I remember when I came to you with word of a monster preying upon the peasants of the East.
Yeah, it's difficult to forget.
I have reason to believe that the culprit may be one of my fellow counts. A Conte Sammy of Vision, to be precise. The peasants believe that Conte Sammy of Vision transforms into a colossal, bloodthirsty beast once every 7 nights.
Why do you trust the word of peasants? Sounds unlikely. Do we know of something like this ever happening before?
Only in legend. A King Garvek II was said to turn into such a beast and slaughter his servants at night. But in the day he was as mild-mannered as a baby duck, and had no memory of his crimes. Perhaps the same is true here.
What should I do?
Pray, do not call a public vote on the matter. It would embarrass Conte Samuel Vision greatly, for no good reason.
No, this matter should be put to a vote. I'll send a team of inquisitors to investigate these claims. Absolutely not. I shall arrest Conte Samuel Vision at once. I'll send a message to Conte Samuel Vision asking them to control themselves. I could raise the authority to really screw with the barons. What would it mean to you barons, for me to not increase my authority further? How can you make it worth my while? What can you say to maybe persuade me against raising the authority? Challenge me, Biffo, and I shall unleash a horde of vampires under your pillow. Human Boulder, it's tricky. It is tricky. I mean, we could always rebel with our superior military. Do you see our military? We'll stop the chiefs from coming in to murder you. You need a high national military for your war, my liege. Ike brings a good point up. Okay. Sure. I'll send a message to Conte Samio Vision asking them to control themselves. You receive a reply from Conte Samio Vision before the week is out. I can only apologize for my indiscretions. From now on, I will confine myself to the dungeon when I experience my little episodes. I appreciate you handling this matter privately. The dozens of murdered peasants would probably not call this justice. Defiance is now grumbling. Stability is now steady. Hell yeah. But the attacks do stop. Hopefully the matter is dealt with. Darthon is leading a rebellion? Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. Good luck with that. Your Majesty, our troops are amassing at the Ashmedian border. Soon we'll cross over and the war will begin in earnest. What are my instructions? A. Fight with honor and respect civilian lives. B. She shouldn't be afraid to get her hands dirty. C. No mercy, no quarter. I'm going to set the law, call for unity, and see what you guys do. Enjoy. Go forth and vote. People of the kingdom. For those wondering, by the way, this game is called King of the Castle. I know on YouTube it might show a Guild Wars 2 thumbnail. I will have to fix that later, but yeah, this is called King of the Castle. It's a really fun interactive experience that I hope you guys enjoy. I've certainly enjoyed it. Okay, fight with honor and respect civilian lives. Continue. Voting has closed. Fight with honor and respect civilian lives. When did we get so frightened of spilling a little blood? Fine. I'll leave the civilians alone. Will you be coming with me to the front lines, Your Majesty? It could get dicey. Of course I'm coming with you. I need to be remembered as a conqueror. You don't become a conqueror by sitting at home. Accompanied by the Marshal and a regiment of battle soldiers, you ride out to the front lines to lead the invasion into Empire territory. Most of Ashmead is a scorching hot desert, dotted with the rusted hulks of strange machines. Rivers crisscross the arid landscape like tangled serpents. Glittering towns of marble crowded their banks. The Marcher soldiers are awaiting you, led by Baroness Winterfall 01. Time to teach those Ashmedian scum some manners. Guys, are you ready? It's all on this roll. 3, 2, 1. Lead the charge. It's... Yes! It's eerily quiet once you cross over into Ashmead, but not for long. Kingdom. Military challenge. Succeeded. Your Highness, duck. Duck. An arrow zips past your head, followed by another arrow, and another. Ambush! Ambush! Ashmedian cavalry, wielding flashing scimitars and riding skinny white horses, burst from the nearby tree line. Your troops rally behind you. The battle is fragmented in your memory, flashes of blood and screaming horses and whizzing arrows, but you triumph. Good work, Your Majesty. The way is clear. Onwards to victory. Over the next few weeks, you win several key battles and capture a half-dozen castles. You ensure that civilians and captured enemy soldiers alike are treated with mercy. Your reputation improves within the kingdom. You're a conqueror, but an honorable one. Authority is now imperious. Defiance is aggrieved. Defiance is aloof. Oh my god! We're cooking! You also liberate a substantial sum from enemy fortresses. With the war going well and duty calling back in the capital, you decide to travel home with the wagon loads of gold. Safe travels, Your Majesty. And take heed. The Ashmedians wouldn't give up that easily, unfortunately. We took them by surprise. Now they're going to start fighting seriously. Guys, we just absolutely smashed it. Yeah. Yeah. Not bad, huh? End season. All right. Begin the vote. Vote on your thing. Zana, if you go to the YouTube video section, it should be there if you're a member. If you go to my videos on YouTube, I'm looking at my phone right now. Yeah, you should be able to see it from there. So, go take a look. Yeah, Zano, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Thank you for supporting, presumably through the membership system. Thank you very much. Guys, this is probably the best game we've ever had of King of the Castle. Like, normally I'm dead within an hour. But so far, this is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. I think we might be in a situation here where the chiefs get their very first building. A lot of the barons aren't voting or using their money. They've got all those thousands racked up, but they're not spending it. Trade has increased and military has increased. Oh my god, the chiefs have finally gotten their military to 5. What if the chiefs do make a comeback? Your ambition, conquest after conquest, a new baby? What's my ambition? Hold on. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be a conqueror. You look like you plan to live up to those words. The kingdom's army is stronger than ever before. Well done, Your Majesty. But to shut down your nobles scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. We should crush these disloyal nobles, take command of their armies, and force them to submit. Or, if you're looking to unite the nobles rather than smash them, you can focus on winning our ongoing war against the Ashmedian Empire. A victory against them would make the nobles forget their schemes entirely. Let's go for crush all those plotting against me with an iron fist. A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin putting together my plans. But of course, it won't be easy. Your priority is to raise your authority and the kingdom's overall military as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion amongst the nobles. I can deal with that. A new baby. Who's given birth? Baroness Jamie Mage. Hail, my liege. Some fine news for my peasants in the march. A baby has been born on your birthday, bearing a birthmark in the shape of the number 9. A fantastic omen. Perhaps we should mark the occasion. The king will send his blessings. The king has no time for peasant brats. Gift the parents a bounty of jewels and fine wine. Or D, send the Inquisition to make sure the birthmark is real. DG, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. I don't know which one to go for. I'm going to do call for unity and then start vote and let you guys decide. What, Lizzie? Why do you not care anymore? What team are you in, Lizzie? Can I check? Where's Lizzie? Why does Lizzie not care? Lizzie. Lizzie, you can still win. Come on, you're a Baron. Lizzie. I believe in you. Slightly. Okay, continue. Voting has closed. Send the Inquisition to make sure the birthmark is real. By the 9th, Your Majesty, I can assure you there is no deception going on here. Stability is now peaceful, stability is now united, defiance is now aloof. I'll be the judge of that. When the High Inquisitor returns, she is forced to admit that the birthmark is indeed genuine, but her rude questions and threats have turned the local population against her. And then finally, conquest after conquest. Your Majesty, the Ashmedian War goes well. One by one, the northern provinces are falling under our control. Ha! The Empire is collapsing like a bad souffle. This seems too easy. Perhaps now is the time to make our demands. I couldn't agree more. Our good luck will run out soon. Now that we're taking so much territory, the Ashmedian generals will abandon their internal squabbles and come after us seriously. Your Majesty, Ashmede has revealed its secret weapon, says Baron who stole my spacebar. Our troops were attacked by an order of holy warriors known as Kaldavaga's heralds. They had some kind of earthquake maker. It opened up cracks beneath our soldiers' feet. Hundreds of our best soldiers died, falling into the abyss, crushed by rockfall. An earthquake maker? Yes, my liege. A big clay pot taller than a man. When they opened the lid, earthquakes ravaged the surrounding land. I didn't expect them to resort to magic. We need to do something. Oh god. How can the kingdom defeat Ashmede's secret weapon? A magic pot that causes earthquakes. A. Next battle, deploy strike force to smash the pot. B. Train the soldiers how to fight during earthquakes. Or C. Withdraw from captured territory and negotiate peace. Start vote. I think we should try and smash the pot. I think that needs to be what we go for. Negotiate peace? What are you guys on? Come on, we've got to get over there and smash this pot. A vote for A is a vote for peace and prosperity. Come on, guys. Come on. Vote for peace, you fools. Hubert, no. We've got to get in there. Biffo has you under his spell. How is violence peace? Next battle, deploy strike force to smash the pot. Oh god, it failed. In the next battle against Kaldavaga's heralds, you send a small team of highly trained knights to charge behind enemy lines, fight their way to the pot, and smash it to pieces. They don't get far. A rain of arrows takes half out. The rest are lost when an abyss opens up beneath their horses' hooves. After that, the battle goes much the same way as the first. An earthquake ravages the battleground, and chasms split the landscape like scars. Hundreds more of your soldiers are lost, and the rest retreat in terror. We're on the back foot now, but I'll be damned if that means we're going to give up. We'll fight to the end. Guys, come on. Do better. Retrieving the horn. Unbeknownst to the rest of the kingdom, a great battle has just taken place in the frozen wastes. Chief Durthon staggers home to his clan hall where Vic is waiting. It is done! The ice giants have been defeated at great cost. Behold! The horn of Odheld. As he brandishes the horn, the room goes silent. A crooked old ram's horn by the looks of it, but as big as a person's head and inlaid with gold and ancient runes of power. By each and every god, this horn has the power to collapse buildings, cause earthquakes, even destroy mountains. We must assemble the other chiefs at once to decide how it will be used. Chiefs, take it away. How should you leverage the power of the horn? Threaten to destroy the kingdom's food supplies, which will see you lowering other people's farming, or sneaking into the capital to collapse the palace onto the monarch's head. Goal, lower authority. I'm just gonna say, I think A would be pretty good. I don't know how you're gonna... Guys, my authority is 8. Come on, you're not gonna be able to catch me. Dizzy, hello, buddy. How are you? Sneak into the capital and collapse the palace onto the monarch's head.
A bit too sneaky for my liking, but I'll get the job done. We'd best make sure that security is lax for us to sneak in. I'm sure we can convince the king to relax a few restrictions here and there. For the good of the realm, of course.
For the final stage of their scheme, the chiefs must lower authority to 5 or less. I don't like that I've now got 2 groups of people trying to lower authority. I'm cruelly taxing all of you. I have nothing else to say. Ambition, tyranny. You've done some redecorating in the throne room, anticipating your future as an iron-fisted tyrant. When the marshal walks in, she whistles appreciatively. I like what you've done with the place. Lots of chains and spikes. Is that a working Iron Maiden? I oiled the hinges myself. Very good. A master artificer looks after his tools. But that's nothing. You pull a lever in your throne and a trapdoor opens just to the marshal's left. Beneath it is a pit full of writhing snakes, all deadly, of course. Classic. Let them try to vote against you now. She composes herself. I've been surveying the troops across the kingdom. Oh, God. Here we go. Listen to the marshal's report. Too many of our... Oh, no. Too many of our troops are committed to the Ashmedian War, Your Majesty. We can't act yet. To improve your chances of victory, focus on increasing the kingdom's military authority as much as possible in the next 2 seasons. The challenge will decrease in difficulty with each failed attempt. Oh, God. Okay. Food riots.
Your Greatness, the famine in the north grows worse by the day. Riots are breaking out in all of the major townships from Scarnham to Thorngard. Starving mobs are pillaging bakeries, granaries, and merchant houses. What are we to do?
Send in the army to control the riots, import mass amounts of food from Tavalin and Kurth, order grain supplies to be diverted from the east. I'll let you guys vote. I've got nothing to say. This sound effect, hold on, let me play it, Obo. This here, that's the follow alert. Yeah. And the noise is, of course, from our Wind Waker playthrough. As to how I made that sound, I don't know. Quite frankly, I don't know how I managed to summon that out of my mouth. But I did, and that's all that matters. Okay, here we go. Voting has closed. You voted to import mass amounts of food from Tavalin and Kurth. The treasury is opened, and a tide of gold flows out of the kingdom and into the pockets of Tavalinese and Kurth merchants. In return, grain floods into the famine-stricken northern lands. Stability is steady, treasury is 2850, and defiance is now insolent.
Thank you, Your Greatness. The gods are good.
The unrest dies down as soon as the rioters are bred again. It's enough to tide the peasants over until the next harvest. Amazing. And then we've got one more option down here, losing ground. Oh, God.
Bad news, Your Majesty.
The Ashmedian army has mounted a massive counter-assault. They're pushing our armies back. We've already lost some of the territory we'd captured. We can't give up. Of course not.
Your Majesty, one of our scouts has discovered that the Ashmedians are building a church factory near the border.
The church factories pump out war golems, giants of clay who are immune to most normal weapons. They can't be allowed to finish this construction, or our wavering army will collapse entirely. Oh no. So what are we going to do? Attack the church factory directly, wage economic warfare, or 3, let it be built. The marshal exaggerates the danger. I'm vetoing let it be built. Enjoy. Boo! I'm not letting you vote C. That would have completely ruined our military, guys. What do you expect of me? Vote B? Good, guys. Good. Well done. Wage economic warfare. Golem, it failed! Golem manufacture requires a rare type of gemstone which the Ashmedian Empire usually buys from Artesh. Your plan was for your merchants to buy it all up first. Unfortunately, the Ashmedians outbid you. They acquire their gemstones, though for 10 times the price, and the church factory is up and running soon after. Everything changes when the church factory becomes operational. Each day, war golems are birthed from its kilns, clay-made monsters with bladed fists and glowing eyes. Your warriors don't stand a chance. They're pushed back, all the way back across the border. The golems cannot be fought with conventional weapons. Our soldiers are exhausted beyond measure, Your Majesty. But golems don't get tired at all, and your citizens are tired of war. Much longer and there'll be riots. We've lost. We must sue for peace. This is on you guys, okay? Why did you not fight harder? Huh? Disappointing. Very disappointing. Crazy Joe! Hey! To the knighthood. Welcome on in, Crazy Joe. Thank you for the Prime sub. I really appreciate that. Welcome on in. Anonymous voting, Royal Gamble, Monarch's Golden Choice. Don't need any of them. Suing for peace, an invitation, the monster unleashed. Okay, let's sue for peace first. Your Majesty, the Ashmedian ambassador has arrived. He is willing to hear us out. You declared war on us, and now you're backpedaling when it turns out we're capable of defending our land. I'm expecting significant concessions. What kind of concessions? Money? Or land, or both. Oh, I know what you guys are going to vote for. I know exactly what you guys are going to go vote for. Please. Please. Don't vote for a forever war. I'm not winning the game if we go into a forever war. I'm just going to do this and start vote. 3 options. Concede valuable land along the Marcher border, which would ruin the Barons. Propose a smaller tribute combined with less valuable Marcher territory, again, would ruin the Barons. Or D, no peace! Welcome to the Forever War! Good luck, guys. We've turned this into Warhammer 40k. Am I gonna be like the Emperor, dead on my throne, commanding you all from beyond the void? Voting is closed. No peace. Welcome to the Forever War. I think you'll find that you've just made a huge mistake. The ambassador walks out, ignoring your nobles' jeers and insults. You stay up late with the marshal, strategizing for the next phase of the war, but it doesn't look good. You are already on the back foot. Over the next few weeks, you hear worrying reports. The generals of Ashmead are putting aside their differences and uniting their armies. New golems are being forged in the church factories. After centuries of decadence, decay, and decline, you've infuriated the great empire enough that it's getting its act together. Oh no. An invitation. Without a word, Conte Fatty Boomsticks hands you a blood-red envelope. It is sealed with white wax in the shape of a skull. Inside is a beautifully written invitation to an event called the Crimson Vigil, due to take place on an autumn night later in the year. I'll attend. I will see you at the vigil, Your Majesty. And the monster unleashed. Oh, God. It's a day like any other. You're sitting in the council hall listening to your nobles argue about something or other. Today's session is getting particularly heated. Hell's bells, my good Conte. You must understand my position. We cannot simply lower the tariffs. Your profiteering will leave me penniless. Penniless? Oh dear, get away from me. I feel faint. Are you all right? Good grief. They're having a heart attack. I have half a mind to... Before the astonished eyes of the council, Conte Samio Vision's flesh ripples and bulges. Jet black hair spreads across their body. Huge, gleaming claws sprout from their fingers. With incredible speed, Conte Samio Vision pounces upon Baron Judge Siwi and clamps their jaws on the screaming Baron's throat. Blood sprays across the faces of the rest of the council. Shock gives way to panic when the monster turns its glowing eyes their way. The council hall fills with shrieks and blubbering. Baron Judge Siwi has died. Honor guard, protect me. Your Eastern Knights charge, reciting battle poetry as they swing their swords. The monster tears them apart one by one, splattering the walls with blood, but suffers dozens of wounds. Once your honor guard are dead, the monster leaps on you, sinking its scarlet fangs deep into your shoulder. But then, with a final shudder, it dies as the last of its blood gushes from its wounds. You stand in the gore-soaked council hall, catching your breath and clutching your injured soldier. Soldier? Shoulder. The cowardly nobles have fled, taking advantage of the monster's distraction. Only the spy master and marshal remain.
You don't see that every day.
Are you all right, Your Majesty? Great. Just what I needed today. The marshal fetches the royal physician, who hurriedly begins bandaging your shoulder. Rumor of the attack quickly spreads among the peasants, who promptly panic, declaring that half the nobles are secret monsters. The wound is slow to heal. Thankfully, it doesn't appear infected. Your physician expects a full recovery. And now we must end the season and see where we go from here. Oh my god. I cannot believe all of you are on the final stretch now. Oh my god. Good luck, guys. Good luck. The Awoken Giant. It's the only thing left? What is this? You're in your war room going over battle plans with your marshal. So far, the Ashmedian war has been going terribly. You're losing ground every day. Suddenly, a flustered Baron bursts through the door. News from the front lines. Ashmead has fielded an army twice the size of your own, and their troops are accompanied by huge iron golems bigger than churches. I see. The sleeping giant is finally awoken. Oh god. Oh no, the Ashmedians have giants now? What are you blathering about? Please elaborate. Ashmead was too busy infighting to devote its full attention to us, but now that's changed. Their empire dwarfs our kingdom, Your Majesty. We should have made peace when we had the chance. Over the next few weeks, you receive report after report of your armies being swept aside by Ashmead. Their huge golems are known as immortals, and they are unstoppable. At last, you wake up to find the Ashmedian army camped right outside the walls of the capital. They're not interested in negotiating. Wait for the end. The siege is brief. The immortals tear down your walls like rice paper, and the Ashmedians come pouring in, setting fire to houses and looting the churches. Andy, we have to run. They'll reach the palace any minute. Go, I'll hold them off. After a last desperate kiss, your wife turns and flees, your son clutched in her arms. When the Ashmedian soldiers break into the palace, you can only stab one before your dagger is wrested away from you. You're dragged out into the street where a chopping block is waiting. Consider yourself lucky our empire is already too large to govern. Otherwise, would turn your kingdom into one of our many useless backwaters. Instead, we'll just take the loot. And your head. Now kneel. Never. Kneel, or I'll tell my soldiers to chop your legs off. You kneel. The axe descends. But it's alright, you think. A moment before your head goes flying. At least you fought to the end. And you'll be remembered as a true king. Your headless corpse is embalmed and taken back to Ashmead, where the Emperor uses it as a hat stand. It's not over. We need to vote for a successor. And I think you gotta vote C, guys. A vote for C is a vote for peace. Guys, come on. Come on. Chiefs! Yes! Prince Andy II! Woo! How is that possible? The monarch is victorious! Rushing to complete the scheme, the counts attempted their blood ritual too early. The summoned demon escaped their control and slaughtered dozens, including Vashim and Count August _97. The barons withdrew. I did, Sammy. Yeah, I did. The barons withdrew support, and the wave of popular momentum behind General Rudolph petered out. He is soon just another bitter old soldier ranting that he could have been the king. The chiefs abandoned their hopes for Odheld's Horn, which passed into legend once more. A treasure fit only for seducing adventurers into the frozen wastes, where ice giants or hypothermia await them. After King Endi's unexpected death, the nobles agreed to pass the crown to his chosen heir, young Endi II. Whether this was out of loyalty, pity, or bitter compromise, who can say? Read it and weep, guys. Read it and weep. King Endi the Tolerant. I'm just saying. That's it's a good title. We can have a look at the nobles. The wealthiest noble was Kevin. The poorest noble was Risque. And the kingdom, here are the stats. There you go. I don't know if there's a way for me to view all of the nobles. It doesn't seem like I can, which is a shame. Oh, well. Guys. That went pretty well, I would say. I had a really good time. We almost came back until that stupid Forever War. Why did you all vote for the Forever War? Huh? That was cruel. That was cruel. Yeah. Disappointing. Kevin yelling at us to spend our money. Blue didn't vote for the Forever War. That we appreciate you. We loyalists, we appreciate you, Blue. You got us into it? I did. That's true. That is true. Guys, hopefully you've all had a good time today. I've really had a good time playing this and hanging out with all of you. Yeah, Judge, I had to. I had to. We'll definitely do this again in the new year. I figured it'd be fun to sort of finish off after with, you know, a nice session of Guild Wars 2. We will be back tomorrow with Alan Wake American Nightmare. And for those that aren't interested in Alan Wake, I think it'll take 2 days to beat, and then Friday we'll do something different. I won't be here Thursday. I'll take that for YouTube Day, or take that as a YouTube Day. You know what I'm trying to say. And yeah, that's it. That's all I've got to say. I will see you all on Tuesday, tomorrow. And if you are a Warframe fan, then you'll be excited to know that tonight's episode, going live for non-members, is called The Second Dream Has Destroyed Me. And if you are a member, well, I'm not gonna spoil too much, but you've got a very fun episode to look forward to, I would say. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Love and adore you all so much. I'm now gonna go and get dinner. I don't know what I'm gonna get. Probably fish cakes. Might do some fish cakes or something. So yeah, and yeah, enjoy, guys. Second Dream was incredible. And a lot of the early access comments on the Second Dream video have said it's their favorite episode yet. So Second Dream is in the YouTube channel. Yeah, it definitely is. I just saw it. I'll link it in chat for people that are wondering. Boop. Boop. I can't link it in YouTube chat, but there it is in Twitch chat. Guys, love and adore you all. I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to run because I am desperate to get a drink. All of that vocal stuff has killed me. So, yeah. Love you all. I'll see you tomorrow for Alan Wake American Nightmare. And I'll see you Warframe people in the Discord to hopefully see you discussing the video later. Much love. Have a lovely rest of your Monday, everyone. Thank you for going into a forever war with me. I appreciate it.